Hello. Oh well.
And welcome.
The BB on Blast. BB Canada 9.
With me, Gaz.
As a fuck up. And me, Lindsay.
Checking your teeth.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
I was
I'm
ready
one
like 7:30. It's 10 to 9 now.
I'm one can of drink down. I was just finishing the episode at 7:30.
I'm 3 drinks down, so we're screwed from the very beginning.
If any sensitive subjects come up tonight, we're in trouble.
I don't think there's been any sensitive
There's
subjects in
not
Canada,
really.
apart
But
from the R word. That's about it.
yeah, but not in the past week.
No. The
The
past
only
week was a bit
the only sensitive subject is the I word, I reckon.
what's that? Eyebrows.
Invisible. HOH. Bet a few
It
people are pissed
wasn't
off about that.
He wasn't invisible. I could see him there on the chair.
His yellow eyes.
Have you seen that Invisible Man?
A film? No, I haven't. It's a
Yeah.
horror film, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a
What
bit
happened?
shit. But there's one bit in it that's really good. But I won't spoil it. But people will
Why?
know.
What, for me?
Well, just in general, if you've not seen it. But there's one bit and you're like, whoa, and it's really good. But the rest is shit.
Isn't it quite old? Like, isn't it not an 80s film or
It's
something?
a remake with Elizabeth Moss, my personal fave.
I don't know who that is.
She's at The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
She's in a lot of things. She's quite popular at the moment.
Never heard of her. She's not one
She's
in HOH. I don't want to know. Only if she's the invisible HOH do I want to see her.
maybe. She's a Scientologist, so you never know.
This is Scientology. It reminds me of the promo for that Louis Theroux Scientology documentary. And it was like, this is Scientology.
I don't like that Louis Theroux Scientology documentary. Do you know what I
Scientology.
don't like? What you
What?
do? They're like the way they do like a reconstruction and acting in it. It's like no, just stop.
Oh
Pisses
yeah,
me
they
off.
do a little bit, don't they? Like in a white room with someone in robes and
You know,
whatever.
it
Yeah, I
makes
forgot
me
about that.
cringe. Like that.
God, in spite of
Oh,
rebooting
oh
my
no,
network, we
you've
had a
gone.
glitch. We
You've
had a
frozen.
glitch there. Yeah, we had a glitch in the network
Oh
there.
dear. I hope the sound is going to be okay.
Let's just hope that that glitch doesn't come out on the recording, but it definitely will.
Well, one glitch I don't give a fuck about, but what if the whole thing's like that?
Oh yeah. Well, bear with us, listeners. It's blame Zoom and the London
Better
weather.
than our old. It's better than our old Skype days.
Oh,
And
it's
and
10 times better. Why did no one tell us that it was so shit back then?
I don't know. Why
I
didn't we
think
know?
we didn't
What's the
bother to
point?
listen to it.
Oh yeah. Like here you go, suckers. You listen to this shit.
But now
Yeah.
we do an editing process, so yeah, we know. But like we did a lot of episodes on Skype. I feel like we did most of
Mm.
BB Australia on Skype, didn't we?
But when we interviewed Cameron, BB UK last ever winner, I feel
Our
like that
most
was decent
popular YouTube
quality.
video ever, because
By
well,
quite a way.
we ain't got many, but it was
I
fine.
was higher than 100.
It
It
was
was
fine, but
fine, yeah. So,
that was before the dawn of Zoom, wasn't it? Really, Zoom.
uh,
Zoom was a thing there, but people weren't really using it until lockdown happened, and Zoom kind of just blew up, didn't it?
how did you spend the National Day of Reflection?
I was
Did
gonna
you
say,
have 2 minutes silence or
or in your case,
whatever?
Microsoft Teams. I was going to say. um,
Yeah,
did I observe? Oh, that day was that the National Day of Reflection? Was that called?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I was like pushing it at work and doing the minute silence and all that shit.
Well, I was at home by myself, so it's very easy to be silent for a minute. And I was listening
Mm.
to Radio One, and they did the minute silence. Then afterwards, they just
Mm.
played Drake, like with no with no sort of
It's what
reflection.
they
I was
would have.
like,
It's what they would have wanted.
no reflection. Like, oh, that was a minute's silence for everyone that we've
Mm.
lost in the pandemic. And Drake just kind of came on. It was like, oh, okay, we're doing this now.
Moving on. I was in M&S actually, and the
No
minute
way.
silence
Did
happened.
everyone
But I
stand
was
still?
no. I was talking to Jack about like what chicken we should get, but I was just sort of whispering. I just think a minute silence is utterly pointless.
It is completely pointless. And
It
like,
does nothing.
if I had died in the COVID pandemic, I wouldn't be
Mm.
expecting people to be silent for me either.
No, it's completely meaningless. And the only thing people do during a minute's silence is think
Wait
about
for it to
like
end.
how awkward it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Not like, oh, I'm actually going to think about that thing now. No, it's just making everyone uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, if we ain't being silent, we're going outside and clapping into the air. So, like, which one is
I
it?
wasn't.
me, me neither.
I was going out going boo. No, not really. We love the NHS apart from when they try and steal the rainbow from the gays.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're getting it back now because Pride's coming back for 2021 because we're all getting vaccinated and we can mix outside again,
Woo!
bitches.
Woo! I'm ready.
Pride is actually on for 21 apparently, but like I believe we're gonna
Yeah.
see it.
And I saw the first gig at Wembley is going to be Westlife.
Oh,
Coming
great!
back with a
Can't
bang.
wait for that. I know we're gonna get front row tickets for that. We'll be in the mosh pit for Westlife, waiting for those key changes.
The stool pit. So, how have you enjoyed this week in the Big Brother Canada house?
Oh, do you know what? As soon as I saw the thumbnail for the Vito episode, I was like, "This is a great comp."
Oh, the moles.
Wait, was that the Vito comp? Yeah,
Yeah,
it was the Vito comp. I thought that was classic BB Can, and I was like, here for it. I knew it was going to be a good edit as well.
it reminded me of, I'm sure it reminded you of the same thing.
Nikki and the as the mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Oh, you know what? Should wasn't there was an update, wasn't there, about Nikki? Another one. I can't remember what
Yeah,
people
do
said.
that now.
What did that say though? Who sent that to us? Alfie.
Um,
It's like the
it's
friends put something out.
it, it no, it was an interview with her mum.
Oh, I didn't read it. Did you read it?
Yeah, I did read it. It was saying just what a struggle it's been, and it said she really deteriorated badly during lockdown.
Yeah.
Like she was doing okay before that, and it really affected her badly.
Mm.
So
You didn't read the article, did you?
I did. I read the whole fucking
Is
thing.
that all? Was
What
that all
else
you
do you
took?
want to know?
That was literally the headline. Was that all that was said?
That was it. I read the whole thing.
Oh, I won't bother
Dare you?
then.
At least I actually read it. You didn't even read it.
Oh god,
Hey, are you frozen? Oh
your
God,
takedown was like
God,
frozen
God
then.
help us.
Zoom
No,
derailed your
okay.
takedown. Nah, it
No,
caught
never
up in the
mind.
end.
There'll be more to come. Don't worry.
Yeah. How have you thought it was a good week of BB Can? It's all right, right?
I do think it's. I think it was good. I just think we were spoilt last week, so anything seems a bit boring in comparison. But I was really happy that Victoria didn't get put up, and even more happy that she didn't go. I mean,
Yeah,
she wasn't even in the conversation, so
I
because
have
she's
to.
the only person who I actually care about now.
Um, I have to say, I'm actually starting to enjoy Tara and Tina a little bit.
Oh,
I know they're a bit like kind of like tedious as a duo, but like
mm.
they're getting quite a lot of attention.
Idiot.
Tedious. They're getting a lot of attention in the edit as a duo, and I quite like the way they're kind of seemingly able to make decisions in the house about which way things are going to go. Like
Mm.
they're very like up Kiefer's arse this week, and Kiefer
Yeah.
is kind of, as much as I don't like Kiefer, and I always feel like we're supposed to like Kiefer because he's the guy from Haida Gwaii.
No one fucking does though. So annoying.
But do they? I don't know. Like, because I don't really
No, they don't.
listen to what other people are saying.
He's second from last on Jokers, I heard.
But
And
do they have
Beth
like a
is last.
popularity poll?
Yeah.
Not surprised Beth is last. Beth is so annoying.
Oh God. She dresses like a middle-aged woman. And speaking as a middle-aged woman who dresses like a teenager, I don't approve.
But I thought it's interesting to watch Kiefer kind of keeping his options open with Tina and Tara because Kiefer is the bottom of the Sunsetters now, and he has to be aware of that because they'll cut him at any given
Now.
opportunity. Well, yeah, exactly. And I've been a bit frustrated, like watching him not make a move against
Mm,
Jed. I know it's too early for him to make a move against Jed and Ty in reality, but like it would have been nice to see it happen.
mm.
he's kind of like keeping his options open. But the fact that he's like got Tara and Tina in the corner, I feel like
Hmm.
it's the best idea for him, which I didn't think he had in him. I thought he was going to blindly trust Ty and Jed.
Well, I mean, he he does kind of play all sides because he wasn't the Sunsetters, but he kind of pretends to kind of be in the middle, doesn't he? So I do think he has some sort of game about him, and he can win comps, although that comp was just throwing a thing. Um, I don't know.
Throwing a thing.
It was, wasn't it? Just throwing
What
that
comp was
thing.
that? Oh,
You
that
know, throwing that
sliding
thing
thing,
along.
that
Yeah,
disc thing.
yeah. I suppose anyone could win that, really, couldn't they?
Yeah, I'm disappointed that Austin didn't win it. I think she did that intentionally. I think she threw that comp. She said to him,
Austin.
"Is that what she does? Flick her hair."
Yeah, when she goes on the block, the hair flip,
She
the day on.
she said to him like, "Oh, you're safe. Am I safe with you?" And that kind of was her pass to throw that comp. I think she
Mm.
just slid
Yeah,
a 10. If you do exactly the same as she just did, you slide a 10 again.
yeah. I was wondering if she did try that.
Yeah, I think I said that last week, and I think you were like, "Nah."
Oh, well,
But
I don't
then
know.
in this week's like in this week's edit, it's come into my. I think in like that's proven my theory that she probably did throw that
Hmm.
because she has won. She won two comps or only one comp.
I feel like she's won too, but
I think
I
she's
mean,
won
she
two.
nearly left. She could have left this week, so that's kind of a dangerous move.
Honestly, I'm surprised she didn't. I don't really understand what happened. So I hope you can enlighten me because
Mm,
for
I
me
don't
it
know.
seemed like she was going to go, and then the
It
vote
was
did
an
not go that
effective.
way. I was really surprised.
It was an effective flim flam section, wasn't it? I
It
started to
very
believe
much
it.
so. Yeah, I was actually quite tense, and I don't even know
Yeah.
why because I'm not invested in Austin or Kyle, but I was. I was like, ooh. And I think it's the
I
Tina
was
and
glad.
Tara edit that got me into that place.
Hmm. Them two sitting at those chairs at the top of the stairs, they're like just lording it. I don't know. It's fine, I suppose. Right, let's do our notes. So, have you got? Oh, what's going on? Have you got notes on the Noms episode?
I got notes on every damn episode, but maybe not as
Oh dear,
in depth as usual.
you froze. Okay, shall I talk us through it then, and you chip in?
I think I've got full notes on this one, but go for it. You can lead it.
Can you actually hear me?
Yes.
What's the delay?
Satellite delay? I don't know. By the way, I don't actually know
Oh
if we've got
yes.
the right view for the video that I wanted last
Oh
night.
god. Do you want to change it?
I just pinned you, but it's just swapped around, and now I don't want to see myself big.
Oh no, you closed it last time you did that.
No, don't worry. I'm not going to do
Hmm.
that. That's better. I got a side by side now.
Ah, so I'll tell us what happened. After Latoya went, Victoria tried to pin it on Beth and said
Oh,
that
this
Beth
was
had
quite
flipped the
interesting.
vote. And apparently she'd been, because I was just listening to this, she'd been sort of queuing this up beforehand as well, trying to turn Ty and Jed against Beth. And they actually kind of like believed her. Victoria just makes up any old shit and they're just like, yeah, yeah,
No, but
yeah.
the thing is that she called Beth out. She said that girl, Beth, she was trying to get Latoya out. She said it's a resume move, which Beth had said to Victoria, and Beth publicly went, "Yeah, I did say that."
Hmm.
She could have said, "I don't want to talk about this. I'm going to the hot tub," but she didn't. She said
Well,
she
how well
did.
did that work out in the end?
Well, yeah.
It wasn't like Beth had initiated that move. Beth was just like sort of like going along with it, wasn't she?
Uh, I don't. I don't know. I found that like obviously we know Victoria's target was Latoya all along, even though she said Kiefer was.
Yeah.
But like Beth saying, I don't know about that conversation. Did they flash back to that conversation? I don't know if Beth like raised it or Victoria raised it, but she managed to frame
Um,
it and pin it on her, and Beth took the blame. So like
it
it
was
worked out pretty
Victoria's
swimmingly.
it was Victoria's plan beforehand to pin it on Beth.
Oh, it really worked out well. She's quite a
Hmm.
genius, actually. Although a bit of a kind of like,
Messy.
as like incidental, like accidental genius. Yeah,
Yeah.
messy, very messy.
Yeah. Um, so then, oh, they all had
Oh,
an
and
argument.
then yeah, she goes, if the veto was used, Beth said target tie, and I was like, "Oh, that must have been entirely made up, surely."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Um, and then Beth said, "Stop playing the victim" to Victoria. And Victoria said, "You got your wish about Latoya going." I said, "Beth even looks guilty here."
Yeah, well, I think she felt guilty.
And Victoria said, "I'm going to cry in the bathroom." And then I've got written down. Kiefer said, "It's just a score bowl." Not sure what I was going for
Just
there.
us for what?
Bowl,
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 vol.
bowl. Bowl. Yes,
Do you know there's a few things been said this week, and I'm like, huh?
it's
Like
the
that can't be
accents.
a no. It's not even the essence. It's like that can't be a phrase. Like, it's coming up in this episode. I think someone,
Mm.
I think, I think Jed said that Victoria was cheesed. I'm like,
Cheesed
huh?
off.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
So then Ty said, "Our alliance is under attack," and Kiefer put Rohan on slot for the third week in a row
Why did he do that?
because he don't like him and wanted him out.
But what about the reputation of Haida Gwaii as a generous people who want to share all their food?
Did you hear this thing? Did we talk about this last week, or did I hear this on a podcast where Kiefer was saying he was going to be popular because Damien was popular?
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine going in there and thinking that, like, well, to be fair, I think it is a thing. Like, you're a First Nationer, you get the support because look, Kiefer was voted as the captain, right?
So no matter what you do or how you play or how you are, you just got that support.
Apparently, it's like being Welsh over here.
Yeah, it is a bit like that. A bit,
Think,
inbred.
ouch, that properly stalled on that word. Inbred. Um,
Oh, that's probably for the best.
yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, imagine like I think it's. I was reflecting on this actually earlier. I was like, Kiefer obviously is in there to represent his culture and his heritage and his people. But like, imagine if you're from
Mhm.
that culture and Kiefer's the one representing you. You must be so
I know.
embarrassed. Can't even get trousers that fit. Like, for fuck's sake,
Did you
he's
did
always.
you know
I'm sick of watching him walking around and trying to pull up his pants. Like, you can
did
buy
you know
trousers that fit.
did you know Latoya was fat shaming Kiefer?
No.
And she fat shamed Brayden and said he had thunder thighs.
Wow.
Brayden does have a bit of a womanly figure, don't you think?
Say he's got a full figure. I wouldn't say it's necessarily womanly.
I
He
think it's
dresses.
womanly. It's
I think he dresses in
curvy.
a slightly feminine way. Like he likes a roll
Mm,
neck and a jumper and like tucked in. Like
mm.
it's just his style. Is kind of like well, he's one of the girly boys, isn't he?
Yeah. Do you know what? I've got a bone to pick with Brayden. How boring is he in there? He
Do you
came
know
in with a
what?
lot of. He's doing nothing.
The only coverage Brady can get is when he's talking about Austin and Kyle's potential showmans.
Hmm.
That is literally the only coverage he's had, and I think it's a bit. I feel for Austin. I feel like he probably thinks that he's like a star of the show in a way, and he's just
Mm.
not.
No, but
Because
you need
because
to
of his
do so. You need
character,
to.
you think that you would be.
Yeah, but you need to do something in there to be the star of the show, not just sit there gossiping.
Yeah, exactly. All I've seen Austin and Braden do is like sit together, like they're in the school playground,
Yeah.
like a little
Yeah.
click. So BBK, and like eat
See,
ice cream, which I don't even know where they're getting that. And then like after the row, he's like iced coffee or whatever to Austin. They just like shimmy off, like.
that's why he's getting fat shamed all that ice cream. Um. So, oh, Kiefer was like celebrating in the whatever the fuck
I,
that room.
I hate those macho celebrations. I don't think we have that in Britain, do we?
Gaz, those three people he was celebrating with voted him
Voted him
out.
out.
What the fuck? Like, how stupid are you? And then you don't go after them, dumb fuck.
Yeah, it looked shameful, didn't it?
Hmm.
But at the
But
same
then,
time, you can't help it.
hmm.
Like when two people in your alliance are voted, you're gonna have to vote either way, and it makes sense for him to act, even if he's pissed at it, act like he's still on side with that alliance.
Yeah, you're right. And even if he did flip and join a new side now, like he's going to be at the bottom of a new
Anything.
alliance, just like it's the bottom of that alliance. So you might as well better the devil you know, isn't it? As Kylie says.
Wow. Yeah. Shout out Kylie. Um, what's it called when like when you're like at the bottom of the with
Totem
the pot
pole.
no, like the fish tank. What's that called? A
Oh,
bottom feeder.
silt,
Silt.
sediment.
I'm sure that like I'm trying to think back to
I know what you mean.
you know the way the tabloids used to cover Big Brother, and they'd have
Mm,
like it was like a totem pole actually, and they'd like rank housemates in the house in the UK Big Brother. They'd do
mm.
like
Oh
cartoons of
yeah.
them with their little photo on like cartoon body and their head photo, and they'd like
Hmm.
rank them from the top and the bottom. I feel like the bottom they call them like bottom feeders, but I'm not sure.
That makes sense. And in the middle is the fences.
Yeah. Yes.
So Victoria said, I feel bad for what I said. I want to curl up and die. Okay. Um,
Don't do that.
Keith wants to keep Tina as she voted to keep him. Jed said they're going to play that card that we voted you out. That's not a card. That's a solid fact.
The we voted you
Um,
out card.
yeah, you did. Vic said she was nervous she was going to go up, and she said we kept you here. Vic, you're the one who fucking nominated him. What are you on about? Um, and then Roe was going to Kiefer. They just voted to evict you. Um, Tara's neck. I've written here. Don't know why. Not sure why. I've not written any
Never
context
seen
for
it. I
that.
don't think she's got much of one, has she? Um, I said there's a bit where Victoria has now got her tails between her legs. Is that what she said she wanted to die?
Yeah, yeah. Did you say tails? How many has she got?
Tail, no, her tail between her legs.
Yes, I've got
She
to tell you
was.
something.
Oh yeah.
Well, I remember.
Mm.
I have done exercise 5 times this week. What do you think about that?
What? What does it mean? What did you do? You got like Wii Fit
I've
or
been doing
something
this
for the
dance.
Switch?
No, I've been doing a dance workout on YouTube.
Oh.
It's only 15 minutes long, so it's not that long.
Better
But
than
me and Jack have
nothing.
been doing it.
Aw,
Better than
that's
nothing.
cute.
Get my heart going every day.
Tell you what, it's more than I've done. Do you know what?
There you go.
I yesterday, um, yeah, it was yesterday, right? It was Dan's birthday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Um, so it was Dan, my boyfriend's birthday, and he was working, but I'd taken the day off work to spend the day with him. But he has to now work back at school, so he like goes to work. And I obviously, as you know, made a cake for him,
You
and
will? Oh,
I made a cake for him,
medicate.
as you know.
I thought you said you medicate for him. I thought, what does that involve?
Made a cake for him. No
Yes, it was
sinister
lovely.
ingredients. Um, and I got up. Well, I got up before 8, which I don't normally do, and started to make this damn cake. And it took me like pretty much all morning long. And I was like running around, and I also like made a meal for him. And I basically didn't sit down all day. And at the end of the day, my legs were so tired because for the past 3 months, that's the most standing up that I've done because you're just stuck at home right now. And I was like, oh God, my legs are actually aching. And I thought, hang on a minute, I used to like go to the gym and actually be active. And now standing up making a cake is tiring. Like, what? That's really bad.
See, this is why I'm trying to, sort myself out before I have to go back out in public again.
Yeah, you know what? It's like people in America, right? Well, not people in America, but people from anywhere. They, but usually in
Oh,
America.
backtrack.
Basically, people go on Disneyland and theme park holidays, right?
Mm.
And those parks are massive. So people like end up passing out because they're not used to walking around the
Mm,
whole time, and like they end up with like really bad feet and blisters and stuff because they don't walk for that long and they don't stand up for that long. And in Florida, where those parks are, like it's really hot as well, so
yeah.
people don't pay attention to their hydration, and like they just pass out left, right, and center because they're like normally fat couch potatoes.
But how do those fat people get on the rides? Surely they won't fit.
Can't get the safety barrier
Yeah,
down.
you need the extender belt like when you're on the plane. I actually went to Florida to Disney World when I was 17 and
Did you?
I
I
saw
didn't know that.
the fattest people I've ever seen in my time. I was literally like, whoa, I didn't even know you could be that fat. I was shook. I was like, what the fuck? It was honestly, it was a revelation. So the
Mm,
cliches are actually true.
well,
Obviously,
and
not
did you
everyone in America is fat.
and did you see any of them pass out?
No, but I didn't see any of them on any fucking rides either. Didn't see them up Space Mountain.
Space Mountain is closed because we have a rider stuck in the train.
Yeah, I went to Disneyland in Florida when I was 17, and I went to Disneyland Paris, I think the year after, and I actually preferred Disneyland Paris. What do you think about
Oh,
that?
well, I haven't been to Florida, so I can't tell you what it's like. But that's kind of like the ultimate. But I think it's very, very, very big, so you need a long time to really appreciate it. Like you
Oh,
need a week.
I was very homesick then. I didn't want to be there.
I'm
Nice to
surprised you
get.
went at 17. Did you say?
Yeah,
I
I was
thought you would have been
17.
like Disneyland's stupid for kids. Like I don't want to go
Oh
there.
no, I love the rides and stuff.
Okay, yeah, the right. I mean, I think there's some decent thrill rides over there, isn't there?
Mm. I want to go to like one of those other theme parks that have like the massive roller coasters and stuff. I fucking love roller coasters so much. There's
You
no
like
roller coaster I wouldn't go on. I would
Oh,
go on any
really?
roller coaster.
Have you been to Thorpe Park recently?
Yeah.
Have you been on
I ain't got
Stealth?
nothing good there.
Stealth is like, isn't that the super fast one where it shoots you up in like
Oh,
this, and
I
you're
don't
like,
no, I mustn't have been that recently then. That sounds good.
this is like a
Alton
race
Towers is
car theme.
Alton Towers is the best.
I've never been to Alton Towers. Should we go?
Oh, let's go. That'd be so fun. But you
Let's
know what?
go.
Jack's scared of roller coasters, but
Oh
he said
God.
if we go no, but listen, he said if we go, oh here he is. Yeah, no, he said if we go, he will go on everything, didn't you?
Oh my God.
You did say it, didn't you? So if Gaz and Dan come, you've got to. I think you might have imagined it. Otherwise, you'll be too embarrassed. Hold on, I've got to do a bit of stop season. Hold on, Dan.
The thing is, if Jack does come,
Yeah.
and if it's four of us, we need to go on rides as a four. Otherwise, you end up sat next to a random person.
That's the worst. Sat next to some old guy. I would love to do that, honestly. Let's do it.
Isn't it quite far away though?
It's miles away. The last time
It's
I went,
like
I stayed
near
in a
Leeds or
hotel.
something.
Yeah, I
What
stayed in a hotel.
not the Alton Towers Hotel?
No, but it was a themed hotel. It was a Britpop room we stayed in.
Oh, that's
It
cool.
was so good. It was really good. But that was not with Jack.
I
It was
mean,
with Jack.
that's that's going to be overrun
Oh,
when
I know.
lockdown ends, especially because the good weather's going to come soon, hopefully.
Mm. The best time to go though is not like during summer holidays. It's to go like off season. So like September when the kids have gone back. That's the perfect time.
Yeah, none of those annoying kids getting in the way.
Yeah, because then you still get the good weather, but it's quiet.
Good shout. We should look into that.
Oh, I'm there. I'm ready.
We digress. Anyway, what else was happening in Big Brother Canada?
God knows where are we up to.
I put
Uh,
Kiefer said that he won't vote Tina because she saved him. Did you say that?
yeah.
And Jed reminds him that it was to save face with the other side.
Save some face. Um,
You know you've only got one.
legal. How do you know that?
That's the goodness.
Yeah. Oh my god. Do you know Kiefer has 3 children? What the fuck?
I need to remind myself how old Kiefer is because
I feel like he looks about 20 to me. So
he looks 20. He looks more
he
like
looks like
40.
I think it's just the way he dresses. He dresses kind of teenage, don't you think?
Yeah, but nothing fits him.
I know that. But...
He's only 32, but he puts himself in the older people bracket with Tara,
Oh
who's
yeah, middle aged.
37.
You're
Middle
middle aged now.
and Tina at 42.
Did
He
your
said, "Oh,
light just switch on?
no,
It just looked like it got brighter. Oh, it's because your head was
creepy."
in the way of the light, and then it moved, I think.
He said, "Like we're older, the older people in the house. Like
Oh yeah, I think
he's
they're
only
called the
32."
pre-90s.
Oh God.
I
The
think
thing
that's their
is, like,
alliance.
is that what they're called? Is an alliance?
Yeah, I think so.
I think like once you have 3 kids, you probably feel older than you really are.
No shit.
Hmm.
Look it and all. So Kiefer got a letter from his sister. Um, don't remember anything about that. Kyle and Rohan were moaning
Wait,
they're at
about
the
the
bottom.
HOH room.
Oh, go on.
Don't know who it was, but someone looked at his picture and went, "No mullet, Keith," and he went, "Oh no, it's just tied back." I've always had this terrible hair.
Yeah. Should have a baby photo of him with the mullet. Go on. Have you got anything else from the HOH
Oh,
movement?
the letter.
Oh yeah.
It's someone the girlfriend wrote like, "Oh, updates from home. It's a girl," and then he was like, he got all choked up, and she was, "It's a golden retriever." Like I thought I was really mean to troll your partner and pretend that
It,
you're
it
having a new
wasn't
addition
it
to the house.
wasn't his wife, it was his sister.
Is his
Does that make it
sister?
better? Does that make it
Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes it a bit better.
Yeah, that would have been me. That's been his wife. Fucking hell.
His wife pretending they're having a baby and then they're actually getting a dog.
That's so bad. So
So
then
I've
go on.
called Kyle. This we started to focus on Kyle and Rohan next, who I am calling the pinky and the brain now.
Don't you mean Showtime?
Oh, that's such a terrible alliance name. Is
Oh,
that?
it's the worst.
I thought that was just like what the show was calling them, not what they were calling themselves.
Do you know what it makes me think of? I'm sure you can guess.
Showbiz.
Correct.
Also, do
Showtime.
you know what I did notice, which you mentioned last week? How gross Kyle's feet are. I'm sure you mentioned that last
It
week.
was Jack who actually pointed that out.
Also, they were like white as a sheet. Like he had these like gross white feet sticking out, and I was like, put those away
Hmm.
in
And
some
those
sort of
eyebrows.
sandals. He's a
Hmm.
very unattractive man.
Those eyebrows are just, they look like they're on the wrong face. It's just
I
weird.
don't notice the eyebrows. You're obsessed with eyebrows.
Weird. Are you fucking joking? You don't notice his eyebrows? He's literally
Hmm.
just a walking fucking eyebrow. Wow. I do like an eyebrow on a man. Not that much though.
Have you heard about Pretty Patel's expenses? Dan was telling me to this
No.
evening just before I came on. Apparently, she's got like I don't know, like they have to make the spend in public, and there's like a
Yeah.
£7,000 bill for something called Pretty Eyebrows,
£7,000.
something like that. Yeah, and then I think it was 7,000, and then like a 5,000 something pound Primark bill. And the Home Office have come out and defended it and said, "Oh, the Primark bill was like for asylum seekers. They're buying them
Hmm.
like clothes or something."
Right.
But they haven't made mention of the eyebrows.
Yeah, did they get their eyebrows done while they're at it? You must assimilate into our culture and have
Eyebrows for all.
yeah. Oh, dear. So Kyle and Ro were moaning there at the bottom. They then tried to talk to Jed and Ty. I've put they all look like they're social distancing because they're sat 2 meters apart in the Expedia room. Jed was being his usual dickish self. There's an unspoken war between us. Kiefer said, the best part about being HOH is getting info. My door's going to be swinging all night. Ew. And then we
Oh,
had the
less heard of that, the better.
and then we had the flashback to the intimidation section in the
In the
pantry.
pantry,
the,
honestly, the way
the,
they're going on about this, it was hardly fucking fight night, was it?
the pantry situation.
Yeah. Sounds like Downton Abbey.
It sounds like some like secret spy movie or something.
I
Or an
just think
inside
like the way they're hanging on to the pantry situation as if like
thing.
it's as if they held Kiefer up to the Wendy's window by the neck. Like
Yeah, like the school bully holding him
yeah,
against the lockers.
yeah. Nothing happened. Like yeah, as if Kyle came in and put Kiefer's head in the Wendy's window and Rohan slammed the doors on it on his head repeatedly. Like nothing happened.
I wish that had happened.
He said to Kyle, "Oh, you're being very aggressive." It's like
Oh,
You want to
God.
see aggressive? Someone will chuck a platter at your head in BBUK.
And someone took a knife to someone's throat in BBUS, so calm down.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, uh,
And in BB Australia, didn't someone get teabagged? Or was that
yeah.
in?
So I
Was
think,
that
yeah, no,
was that
that's
Canada? Was that
no
Australia or
Australia.
US?
Australia. Um, Kyle said, "From we voted for you to stay. From the bottom, from the bottom of my heart, you're not going up." Oh, that's if we win, we stay next week. Yeah, he's not because you ain't gonna be in. Kiefer said, "Everyone's gonna tell me that," and Rose said, "There's zero chance of us putting you up."
Kiefer, Kiefer's like logic in this episode was basically, oh, you can say anything. Nothing means anything. No one's word
Yeah,
means anything. Their promise doesn't mean anything either. So,
yeah.
okay, well, we'll solve things null and void. Let's not even try.
Do you know what is annoying me most about Kiefer? And believe me, there's a long list, but this
What?
is
It's
the top
not
of
his oversized pants, not underwear.
no. Him after having a conversation, looking at the camera and going, "It's Big Brother. We're playing Big Brother. It's Big Brother. Stop fucking saying that. It's so annoying. I
So
know
you
I'm
didn't say that
fucking
last week when you were fucking moping around acting like a victim.
I'm tuned in to Big Brother. I know. It's like literally like us doing this podcast and every so often just going, I'm podcasting. I'm podcasting. I'm podcasting. Yeah, I can see you're fucking podcasting. Shut up.
It's BB on Blast.
Yeah.
It's BB on
It's
Blast.
we're podcasting. It's a
Of
Big
course,
Brother
we're going to talk
podcast.
about STIs. It's BB on Blast.
Yeah. It's like it's Big Brother. Stop saying it's Big Brother. It's fucking annoying. Stop talking to the cameras. It's fucking annoying, and so on and so forth.
Do you know what though? I am getting the sense that Kiefer, because Victoria talks about him as a big super fan, right? And
Mm.
like they're kind of on a level as fans.
Kiefer's
I
got a
do.
soft spot for Victoria, definitely.
Oh
Oh no.
God, sorry. It's my nan ringing me, and that comes through on on the computer. Could
Mm-mm.
you hear that ringing? Oh God.
Can you text her? She don't read text.
The thing is, she wanted to say happy birthday to Dan, so we called her
Oh.
yesterday, and then she was like, "What are you
Do you want to
doing?"
have a
We're
break? Do you want to have a break
uh,
and give her a quick call? But she's always on the phone to do. When I say quick, I mean 5 minutes.
this is the thing. Once I call her, that'll be difficult. And also,
What then?
imagine trying to explain to your nan what a podcast is.
I remember my nan being confused about what a Walkman was back in the 80s.
It's so hard. Like the other day, I said I was going to watch a film, and she was like, "Oh, what film is that?" But it's a film that's on Apple TV, and it's like I can't possibly describe what Apple TV is to my nan because she doesn't know how that even works. Probably doesn't even know what
Yeah.
Netflix is.
Why didn't you
Um,
just say Back to the Future? Just got yourself off the hook.
and yeah, anyway, last night we spoke to her and she wished Dan a happy birthday. And she's like, "What are you doing now?" And I was like, "Oh, we're gonna watch a film." And then she called and left a voicemail, even though she said like, "Oh, I'll let you go and enjoy a film." It's like, why are you calling then?
Oh,
And I didn't
Blair.
listen. I forgot to listen to the voicemail today because I was working and then catching up on Big Brother. So
No. Oh, I hope she's
mm,
okay.
I think it should be fine. Shall I? Shall we break and I'll just check?
Can
Or
you
she's
be
calling
quick
again.
though? All right, let's break. Pause
Oh,
it.
for
Pause it.
God's
We'll come back.
sake. Okay. And we're back. Sorry about that, listeners. You might want to know that I just had to speak to my grandma. My grandma, I don't recall that, my nan. She's in a care home, so she's incredibly bored. And I could hear the TV in the background. She goes, "Oh, there's nothing on TV." I said, "What are you watching?" She goes, "Oh, I think it's Love Island." I was like, "Oh, it'll be Love Island Australia," because I think they're showing that at the moment on ITV2. She goes, "Yeah, they've got these babies they're having to look after." I was like,
Oh, come
It's a big
on.
brother task, isn't it?
Baby Val Val, come on.
I got the baby, well, the baby Juanitas originally, and then Bao
I'm
Bao.
surprised
Yeah,
your nan's up at 9:45.
I think probably up at all hours in there. She in the previous care home she was in, there was a guy who had like PTSD, and he just used to wail all the time. I could hear
Oh,
it in the
great.
background when I called her up. But I think she was
You'd just get a
happier.
pillow and smother him, wouldn't you?
I think she was happier in that one because the food was better. She just tells me all the time,
Mm.
she goes, "Oh, the food is terrible in here. They gave me dry baked potato." Like she's always moaning about the food in there. And also,
You could
she's
get
like,
some Uber Eats.
yeah, well, yeah, this is the thing for our generation, like, because we have smartphones, like we'd be fine in a care home because we can get all the entertainment we want. We can order shit on Amazon. We can order food. They can't. These old people, they don't know how to do it.
Remember when you used to go to hospital and you used to have to like watch
Turn
that
your
little
phone off.
TV in the corner and yeah, use the pay phone to phone people and there was no laptops. It was just it was
I've never
awful.
been in hospital. Have you?
Yeah. I had an operation when I lost a sewing needle inside my arm. And I
You
was in
lost a
hospital.
sewing needle in your arm.
Yeah, you don't know about this.
No.
I've got a
The
scar.
fuck?
You can't really see it. I was picking my nails with it, and then I went back on the sofa like that, and got lost inside my arm, and it
No.
traveled up inside my bloodstream.
No.
Yeah,
Got into like a vein or some shit.
yeah. And
That's crazy.
I had to go into proper general anesthetic and have it out.
My God.
I know,
How old are you then?
like about 22 or something.
Oh, okay, like not young young.
No.
I mean, when I was like a baby, I had a hernia and an operation, but that's the only time I've ever had to like be in
Oh.
hospital for an operation. So I never really experienced
Mm,
being in hospital, thankfully.
good. Yeah.
Mm.
Right. So, where are we? Lost my notes now.
Don't know. No idea.
Right.
Keith won the HOH.
Kiefer thinks he's popular, but he isn't.
Sounds about right.
Um,
Captain Keith.
Tara was up suggesting Braden and Austin. Oh yeah, a lot of people were scared of Austin, weren't they? Ty was scared of
Every,
Austin and
everyone's going, oh, Austin's so scary.
Comp Beast. Um,
Tara said that people were lying on both sides
hmm,
and tells Tina that Kiefer is leaning towards Kyle and Rohan. Um, Kiefer said to Tara and Tina, I need us three to go deep in the game as I cannot spend time with these people.
hmm,
I think that's the problem. I think that's why Kiefer and Tina and Tara are starting to sort of find themselves gravitating towards each other because of the way they live outside of the house. And
hmm.
these, you know what it's like. There's a section where Tina and Tara are talking about how people are
Yeah,
dirty in the house and
hmm,
laundry and shit like that. Yeah, like
yeah,
you kind of get used to when you're like a bit older about having life in a certain way.
yeah, yeah. You
um,
do.
so I think they're gravitating towards each other because the other people are annoying them a little bit.
Mm. Which it would be annoying people leaving plates everywhere and whatever socks and shit like that. Can I just say something about the sign that says BB Can at the top of the stairs?
Behind you right now,
And
yes,
oh yeah, this fucking thing.
and
Yeah,
it's got
good
people's
point.
faces in it.
It reminds me of like LinkedIn or something. I don't like all those people's faces in it, do
Why
you?
did you have LinkedIn?
Oh, it's just weird. And I've started to notice, I know I was picking up the house, but every room is so different, like the pencils outside and the ice room and then the ball pit. And I like the ball pit, don't get me wrong. But every room is just, there's no cohesive theme to it. It's just like a fucking acid trip. And
Well,
like, I'm down for that. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just
well,
sometimes it looks ugly.
the pencils were because they were a nod to the comic drawings of the house.
Oh, were they? Okay, that
Yeah,
makes
and if you
sense.
remember, like the stairway or to the exit door, there's that like spillage of paint coming down
Oh,
of the
yeah.
in the primary colors. So there's kind of
Hmm.
this like allusion to the fact that there's artistry and drawing behind the comics. That's why
Got
there's
you.
pencils outside. But
Okay.
the 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 garden has kind of been done over a little bit, I think, and it looks like I don't know. It's got some sort of kind of grand sculpture vibe to it, like Roman Colosseum type thing. But I
Oh, I
think it's
hate
supposed to be like a kind of heroes HQ kind of mythical place.
a marble, Julius Caesar,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you.
Oh, do you know what? Speaking of which, it's not exactly similar at all, but um, there was a lot of grand architecture in it. Last night, Dan and I watched The Emperor's New Groove. Have you seen that film?
No.
It's really good. Like for a Disney film, I mean, people don't talk about it. Disney fans don't talk about Emperor's New Groove. Like no one really cares about it, but it's really funny. And one of the characters is the voice of the main guy out of American Dad.
Hmm.
And the humor is like not what you normally expect in a Disney film. It's like
Uh-huh.
really like off the wall and like sometimes breaks you out of the scene and sometimes they break the fourth wall as well. And I was like, I've never seen this film, and Dan was like, it's one of his favorites. But then
Mm.
when you think about it, it came out in 2000, so he was watching it when he was 9 years old, and like I was laughing out loud, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so glad that I still find it funny." He was like, "I've still got the same sense of humor like 21 years later or whatever."
So
But it was really good.
does Dan like Disney as well then?
Um, Not in the same way that I do, but like
Hmm.
I would say that his maybe well, it is one of his favorite Disney films, and maybe like
Hmm.
when he was a kid, it was one of his favorite films because like you can't really grow up and not experience Disney because
No.
it's not really
He
possible.
probably likes it like Jack likes Big Brother, like he likes it because I like it kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think well, actually,
Not because I like it, but not as much as us, but an appreciation.
yeah, it's a bit like that, and
Mm.
I think when it comes to Disney films, you're always going to have fond memories of the ones you grew up with, and there's like a nostalgia associated with the way you like it. And we watched
Mm.
Hercules the other day, which is one that he likes, but I did not like it at all.
Oh,
No, I
I
didn't.
like Pocahontas.
It's not a bad one. It's okay.
And I like what other one do I like? Oh,
Mulan.
Finding Nemo, but that's obvious.
Yeah, I mean Pixar's a different sort of plane,
Sorry.
isn't it?
Oh, sorry. It was
No,
the same thing.
it's Disney, but it's like a different type of Disney film.
All
So
right. Yeah, it's better.
different production company, but they're intertwined now, so it's the same thing.
Hmm. I thought so, but see, I was wrong. So come on, let's get through this, guys. Let's do it. We can do it. Victoria said, last week I worked really hard to keep you here. You put him up. Kiefer said, I'm not putting you up, but don't look too comfortable. Um, Kiefer said, for a super fan to survive is tough. Think on, Gaz. And he said he wants to target a duo. I've put he should form a duo with Victoria because I can tell he's got a soft spot for her. He likes her story.
It's a funny
He's got a
relationship.
story. Yeah, because she put him up. He's got a story. She's got a story. They're like, down on their luck.
It's a
That
super
sort of thing.
fanship, I think. It's like a
Hmm.
mutual respect of super
Yeah.
fandom, but at
Game
the same
respects
time,
game.
don't like each other that much.
Hmm. Because Keith trying so hard to get in with fucking Ty and Jed and just so desperate to like hang out with the cool kids. It's
It's
just
like
like,
trying to fit a square peg into a round hole.
yeah, quite. Come on, what have you got in your notes? Nothing.
Oh, well, I thought you were leading this one. It's the love
Oh, okay.
triangle section next, and
Oh
there
yeah.
was talk about, and I know you like it when the technical terms for triangles come up in Big Brother. What's that called?
I
Trigonometry. Is it that?
I
I
saw
don't.
geometry.
Mm. Know you like a bit of geometry. The
That's
ice.
weird. That's weird because something I was watching today said something about geometry. Oh yeah, it was 90 Day Fiance. That's really weird. Never mind.
They were talking about isosceles, scalene, and equilateral triangles because Beth
Mhm.
did not know the difference between them. However, Ty really knew his triangles. And I've got a question. Why is that kind of sexy in a guy?
Did you like Ty when he had the little mole glasses on?
I actually thought he looked really cute in
He
them.
did
Yeah.
look
How
cute.
did you
He
know?
did. Yeah, because he looked cute. Do you think Beth dresses middle aged? Don't you think she just dresses like an old person?
Beth is annoying on every count.
Oh, she's just the
I'm
worst.
sorry.
She's like,
The way
shut
she
up.
celebrated when she saw that, when she heard it was an
Oh,
invisible HOH, like, why are you doing that?
God. Do you know who the H is? I don't. Oh,
Um,
lag.
Yeah, lag. I saw a tweet which said it was a person, but I don't know if it's true. But the tweet said it was confirmed. Do you want me to save this
Well,
for
don't tell
later?
me.
Do you want to? You don't want to know?
No, no, I fucking don't want to know. Are you joking?
You always want to know the HOH
I wanna,
when you don't see the end of
no,
the poll.
I want to enjoy those people counting those rocks.
Oh, okay. Those rocks. Did you think those rocks are from Tim's dad's competition?
Oh yeah, I forgot about. So, did you notice Kiefer's wife when he
he's
got the Wendy sausage
he is
was good looking?
punching. He is
Just a
really
bit.
punching.
I was like, what? um,
I think he paid her for TV. Rent a wife. Rent a wife.
she's a crisis actor. So, uh, then they were like back in the ring going, uh, Wendy's definitely beats slop. It's like, oh great, well that's a low bar. Thanks very much. What an
Just
advertisement.
fucking think so. Jesus. Do you know what Wendy's ought to do? The slot burger as a special. If they really committed to this relationship with BBCAN, put a slot
Yeah,
burger on
right.
the menu.
And then,
Apparently, you're allowed to put salsa on it. So
hmm. So then Tina was trying to get Austin and Braden up again. Um, Tina was saying Kiefer is being tight-lipped to Roe and saying he's saying no names. And she said, I get the feeling the names might not be the target. But
this is
she said,
yeah.
you didn't say any names.
Well,
What's up?
no, they did know the names.
Oh,
Tina and Tara knew the names, which was Rohan basically. But Rohan was like, who's he going to put up? And they were like, oh, we don't know. They were basically playing dumb in this section. It was really well executed, I thought.
well, the worst part of this section was Rohan brushing his fucking teeth and talking at the same time.
Oh yeah, she did
Gaz,
say I should probably not be brushing my teeth and talking.
do you know how many years of Big Brother, about 20, I've sat through watching people fucking brushing their teeth while strategizing, brushing their teeth, walking around the room. Oh, well, what should we get out this week? Stop it! It's fucking annoying. Stop! Stop doing it.
I really thought you were going to mention eating an apple.
It's just it's so annoying. Stop. If I was brushing my teeth, I'd be like, oh, just give me a second, I'll just finish, and then we can have this conversation like a civilized person.
You can't. You got to take the moment when it comes. Getting drunk now.
It should be sponsored by fucking Colgate. They probably have been actually in the past. I feel like they were sponsored by a toothpaste in the past.
Yeah, they were. Colgate Crystal White, wasn't it?
Oh, I like that one.
I don't know why I've got the BBCAN music in my head.
Because Keith then went into the Expedia lounge and it was open. I thought it was already open.
No, they opened a new section of the Expedia lounge. The way he went in there and then did that like startled stance and then flipped that cushion is like, yeah.
Guys, I'm so happy you said this because Jack said the exact same thing. He was like, "Oh God, he's playing it up so much."
Such drama, like
yeah, it was annoying.
This is the thing. Like sometimes I feel like a super fan can overplay their part. They're playing their part and they're playing it too well.
It's a bit desperate, isn't it?
Oh, it's very desperate.
Calm down. There's nothing even in that room.
It's day 21, by the way.
Okay.
Isosceles are saying that Austin is dangerous again.
Oh,
in a storeroom chat, and they agree that they're going to try to get Kiefer to put her up.
And also, they were sitting on the countertops again. Can I just point that out?
I don't mind that. I actually like sitting on the kitchen side. Not in your house. There's no room.
No.
The ball pit is Austin's happy place.
I love the ball pit.
It looked like she was talking to no one, didn't it? And then
a
ball shifted and Kyle was under there, like that man in that bar that I was crawling over. He said, I like serious convos in the balls.
Don't we all?
Is that my tattoo of the week?
No.
Oh, I thought it was. So basically, Lindsay texted me in the week and said, oh, Gaz, I've got your tattoo of the week. And I thought, it's got to be I like serious convos in the balls, which is why my response to you was those ball emojis.
Gaz, your tattoo of the week is a lot more profound and meaningful than that.
Oh.
Hey, babe.
Does it involve isosceles triangle?
Oh, is it horrible? Have you tried it? It's all right. Oh, no. Why are you saying that?
What's he drinking? New wine?
Oh, it's a bit more sour. Well, you could have just given it to me and I would have just drank it and not even noticed.
What are you having? A different Prosecco?
It's something Spumante or something because they didn't have any prosecco.
No, I'll never go for that.
Well, I have gone for it, and here it
We've done that before. We've not learned from the lesson clearly. I'm
is.
trying to pull this grey hair out of my hair.
Gaz, your grey hair looks good.
Luckily, thankfully, at this length, you can't. It kind of gets masked by the rest of the hair.
If you like Gaz's grey hair, just hit that like and subscribe.
It's the grey hair saga. Don't do that because no one does.
Yeah, they do. That grey hair looks good. Um,
Also, do subscribe on iTunes and Spotify because then you get notified when we drop a new episode every Saturday.
so Tifa was suspicious Ty is working with Kyle and Ro. He isn't. Oh yeah, the serious conversation about balls. Kiefer said, I have no idea to Ro about who is going up, as if the HOH has no idea. That's just stupid.
That he was acting so badly as well. Kiefer's acting is terrible.
He just comes across like a complete liar. And then Ro was pretending he's trying to separate from Kyle, talking about the pantry situation. The transparency is the problem of why the pantry situation happened. You what?
That what even was that? It's when they blamed something on Victoria, wasn't it?
What, the pantry situation?
Yeah, when they
That
went.
was when they were having a go at Kiefer and being aggressive,
Yeah,
bullying him.
because he blamed something on Victoria, wasn't it? He said,
Right.
"Oh, that was Victoria's idea that Latoya was going to go." Right?
Mm.
I don't even remember. I'm too drunk.
Here's your tattoo of the week, just about to come up.
Is it? You have my word on everything in my life? No.
No,
What is it?
you haven't even written it down. Your own
No, I
tattoo.
don't have it. Wait, I'll do the intro. Gaz's tattoo of the week.
Kiefer said, sorries are just as valuable as promises. Not at all.
Make no promises.
Tonight. It was so profound that I thought. Very, very profound.
Very, very profound.
He said it, he liked it so much, he said it again later. But he was basically saying, look, you can promise the world when you're on the block, but it don't mean anything. But I think actually,
you can also promise the world when you're just about to win the HOH, Kiefer.
Yeah, good point. Also,
I can't get out of my head. You know the comedy music. You know when there's about to be a funny bit and they use that.
Oh, the dodo music.
It's in my head, going round and around. I can't get it out.
It's something funny about to happen.
Maybe. Are we being funny, Mummy? That's one of our regulars that wasn't on the
quote list. That wasn't on the list. Laurie, put that on the list. I enjoyed the catchphrases section. There must be more. Right. Hold on. Come on. Let's get this out of here. Kiefer is drunk with power. I like the different factions and the sub-alliances. He could
have been drunk for power when he was the team captain. It's a little bit too little too late.
I just picked a dud-ass team of Julie, Josh, and all these losers who went out first.
Oh, the two J's.
Yeah, I like Julie and Josh.
Josh still does capitalise it on Twitter, I see. Capitalise on it. But all right, mate, go to time.
Oh, my nose is really itchy. So Keith then went to the cameras. Oh, how the tables have turned.
He was like, in the film time that he was like, do I want to make a huge move? No. Why would you want to make a huge move? Only supposed to be a super fan.
It's Big Brother. We're playing Big Brother. We're podcasting.
I've heard of that show, Big Brother.
You are?
I've heard of that show, Big Brother.
Better than that circle shit.
Is that still on?
I don't.
No, Big Brother. That's how people used to talk about it. Is that still on?
When I used to go on dates very briefly and was like, oh yeah, I do a Big Brother podcast, people would be like, what?
No, you say, I do a podcast about TV, and then they'd push you about, what exactly about TV?
Oh, I watched the first series. Nasty Nick.
If you want to hear those those kind of reactions, that's basically me on the way to the Big Brother final. Do you remember the final UK final? And I went
Oh
around
yeah.
asking people on the train who they wanted to win, and everyone was just like, "Oh, I haven't watched that for years."
Even the fucking natives haven't listened to it. The natives of Bournemouth. Um, so Kiefer put up Ro and Kyle and said, "Respect is everything." Um, Ro said, "Last week when I went on the block, you disrespected me." What? I know. I think that's what he said to Ro.
Right, yeah. This is the reason, because last week when I went on the block, you disrespected me, and afterwards, I didn't feel that was a heartfelt apology.
Mm.
That is not
But
the Haidegwai way.
yeah, but sorries are just as good as promises in the Big Brother house. So
Sorry seems to be the hardest word. Can't make no
sorry
promises.
doesn't help us. That's a Morrissey song. And then Rose said in the diary he likes to preach respect, but he doesn't give it. And then the next episode opened with a big old row, which I enjoyed.
Um, what about the reason he
Oh
put
no, hold on.
Kyle
Maybe
up? He
that.
said, "I believe if you were to play in the POV while you're not on the block next to Rohan, you would take him down."
Mm,
It's true. What's wrong with that?
yeah. No, you're right. That's good reasoning.
Is that good reasoning on Kiefer's part?
Yeah.
Okay. As ever, I can't follow the strategy in Big Brother.
Red string. So
uh, yeah,
who did the notes on the veto? It was you, wasn't it?
I've got them. I don't know if it was supposed to
Oh,
be me, but yeah, I got them.
it was you, yeah. So you talk us through this and I should chip in.
Oh God, great. Do you know this drink gets you quite drunk?
I'm been drunk, but this horrible whatever the fuck this is
Oh,
slowing
silly.
me down.
Um,
Eh.
at the start of the episode, which is the veto episode, Kiefer was shown in the diary room, and he referred to Big Brother. Big Brother. He referred to Big Brother as like an entity.
Oh, we
He
like
was
that.
like,
What did he
oh, you know
say?
what? Like, I prefer it when it's like this, Big Brother. And I'm getting the feeling that Kiefer might be an international viewer. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
yeah, he looks like it.
What do you mean?
Like, like a BBUK fan. Like
um,
a misfit, like us.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, not us, but you know. A joke.
um, and also later on, he is talking to Sean in the Expedia room when they're playing chess, and he goes, "Oh,
Talking
no
to
one's
who?
to Sean,
Oh,
to Sean, Ty,
I thought you said to Sean.
to Sean."
Well, who the
To
fuck is Sean?
He's talking to Ty in the Expedia room when they're playing chess about
Mm.
who they're going to put up. What Ty's basically trying to get him to tell him, and he says nobody's come and scrambled to me yet. And the scramble comes from
Australia.
yeah. So I feel like maybe he's a BBAU viewer as well.
And apparently they've been mentioning Untouchables, which was the thing that came up in BB22 last year. So there's definitely some international mixing going on.
Mm. I wonder,
And
but
not just from
I
us.
think Canada does broadcast US Big Brother though, don't
Oh,
they?
yeah, that makes sense.
Um, Rohan on Kiefer's speech, he said, "What a bullshit speech." That whole promises don't mean
Oh,
anything.
yeah. And he said, what a little tool.
Now that was Kyle. Uh, Kiefer thinks that Kyle and Rohan are one of the biggest threats in the game. The biggest threats in the game. Like, look at your own alliance. I think
Biggest
you got the
eyebrows.
biggest threats right there. biggest. Yeah, Kyle said, "What a little tool." I mean, I haven't seen it, but maybe we can ask Beth. She seems to know about these things. Um, however, I reckon
Slut
little.
shame.
Kyle and Rohan were retreating to their secret lair, bull pit. That's the bull pit.
Got you. They are
Rohan,
always in there.
huh? They're
They're
always in
always
there,
in
right?
there. Yeah.
I've noticed that Rohan gives very past housemate diary room. Have you noticed who we're talking about here? Who I'm
Oh,
talking
no.
about?
No.
I reckon he's been studying the Peter Brown playbook of how to
Oh,
deliver diary rooms because he gets
oh
first.
no.
He goes into the whole kind of tone of voice like I'm Peter Brown, and then this week so
He's
and
not
so is
doing
going
it.
to put this person on the block.
He's not doing the shield, is he?
No, he's not doing the shield, but I think he's sort of a bit kind of Peter Brown, a little bit Willow with the whole movement,
Oh, the
just the sort of
puppet.
politician hands.
Oh no, that's not good. That is not
I've
good.
I've written it's annoying.
I find
Um,
Rohan quite boring, and I wish he'd go. He's not. He's just like there. When he won the
Kyle,
veto,
Kyle and Rohan are both meh.
mm, eh.
Rohan is right that Kiefer is expendable to the Sunsetters. Jedchon will cut him so fast. I've written.
Agree.
They were like, "Oh, that was for LT." After the nominations, like she's the new People's Princess or some shit. Like we're all like, we can't remember who LT is. Get over it. Move along. Um, Ro- Rohan is upset that Kiefer dares to laugh after the Sunsetters try to evict him. Like, they're all laughing out there after they've just evicted him. Like, what? He's not allowed to live his life and like have some fun now. Fuck's sake.
That was good.
Vic, Vic and Rohan were hating on Beth in the ball pit, and they said she's super fake, and Victoria was like, "Oh, she's like so fake."
And Rose said, I
Which,
can't stand her for 30 seconds.
yeah, it was nice to see people having a right bitch about someone in BBCAN because I don't feel like you see that very much.
No.
Victoria thinks that this move doesn't make sense as Kiefer is too much of a fan. So she thinks like putting them up is not really the plan to get rid of them. She's like, oh, he's too much of a fan. So, interesting that when Rohan is like pissed with Kiefer, she kind of is trying to deflect it somehow, being like, oh, this isn't super fan logic.
She just agrees with whoever the fuck she's talking to, don't she? She's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
you're right, actually.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, I hate that person. Yeah, yeah, I'm on your side. No problem. Yeah, 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 yeah. She she did well to not go on the block this week. That is all I can say.
She's lucky. She's actually lucky it was Kiefer.
Yeah, I know.
My Actually, it's weird because Kiefer was on the block, so you would have thought she's at massive risk this week. We said last week she's fucked now,
He's
and
got a
yet
soft
she's still
spot.
there.
He's got a soft spot for her, no
Mm.
doubt.
Um, I've written and tell me what you think about this. I was like, I think it's weird that Victoria and Rohan are actually aligned as oddballs because they don't seem like people that actually like each other in real life.
And Austin, an oddball. She's not an oddball. She's like a, classic
Mean girl,
jock, cheerleader, whatever the fuck.
yeah, mean girl. No, she's like,
Yeah,
did you ever watch Recess?
no.
Oh, she's like those bitchy girls out of Recess, but I can't think what they're called. They've
It's
all
all
got the
right.
same.
The
They've all got
listeners
the
will
same.
know.
They've all got the same name. There's three of them, and they've got the same names, like someone 1, 2, and 3, but can't remember.
Babe, this
Fill
is
in,
horrible. Do
fill
you
in the
want it?
blank.
Ugh. What the fuck? Oh, it tastes sour.
Oh my god.
Because they didn't have any for the second.
Told
I
you.
couldn't fucking see it.
Don't know why you got it.
Sorry, dear.
What have you got now? A lime one. I just had the lime one.
The lime one is the
Missed
best.
it.
Can't see it.
My running order is raspberry, orange, and then lime.
Don't you think they would kind of taste the same?
No.
I do. They're quite weak, a mild taste.
Oh yeah, but they're actually quite strong in terms of alcohol because I'm
Well,
strong.
that's the beauty of it.
Tara was marking her territory over the salsa,
Mm.
and she said like, "Oh, you get really touchy about things when you're a have-not and you're on slop." So apparently you can put salsa on slop. Like I didn't think that was allowed. I thought you had to have plain slop.
Mm.
You might want to make it into a cookie if you're following the Tim Dormer, recipe plan. But apart from that, you shouldn't be able to sweeten that slop or put salsa on it.
No, you can. You can use condiments on the slop. I know
Hmm.
this from BBUS.
Sarah and Tina were having that section where they were moaning about people. She said, "You know what? I can't stand the way people cook and do stuff around here," said Tara. She goes, "I found a half crust of bread in the jam."
Oh, that is gross.
And then talked about the fact that people add a plate to the dishwasher with 5 minutes left on the cycle and it's got like dried slop on it.
That is annoying.
They said that Ty leaves his dishes in the sink after he has Chinese food. Didn't he win that? Did he win Chinese? Someone won Chinese takeout. No, that was Braden.
That'd just been a plastic box, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Also, where's Ty getting his Chinese food from?
Skip the dishes, of course.
Get the kisses, more like. Um,
You can't skip
um,
in those.
well, he did put his hand over his mouth when Beth tried to go. No, that was Beth actually, wasn't it? She's skipping the kisses. Um, and then he wonders why his laundry has creased when he's left it on his bed for 3 hours. And then this is when the Beth's dirty edit started to begin. Did you notice this?
No.
They said about Beth, Tara said, "You can't even get me started on Beth. She's a disaster. My kid's a cleaner." And then it cuts to Beth remembering that her laundry is in the washing machine and being like, "Oh, my laundry's in the machine," to Tyshawn, which was a nice edit. Ty still wants to get Austin on the block. He said, "She frustrates me so much." And Beth said, again, "She's very scary." The word scary keeps getting used for Austin. I think it's a bit weird.
I think Beth's jealous of Austin because Austin's, the other pretty white girl in the house, Don't you think?
Um, the other pretty white girl.
Mm.
I don't think Beth is anywhere near on the level of prettiness that Austin has.
No, nor do I. But then Austin looks plasticky, but Beth just looks middle-aged. Not the way she looks, but just her clothes.
Has Ty got a tattoo on his bicep, inner bicep, that says "Fear goals"?
Fear what? Golf.
Goals, fear goals. It looks like it says "Fear goals." It's a really weird tattoo. I don't understand
Maybe it says fear golf.
it. Those balls can be very, very hard.
I was just looking at Ty thinking how good looking he is. It's just crazy, really.
He's very good looking, but there's something about him that I'm like, I don't know if I fancy that about you. It's like, I don't know, something in the he's got a cute smile, but it's sort of like, I don't know. There's
Mm.
something I'm not like. I think Jedson's hotter, to be honest.
Ah, what? Oh God, disagree strongly. Strongly,
That's
strongly disagree. Fucking
like on
hate
a
him.
scale on the survey.
Eh,
Do you
eh.
strongly agree or
Yeah,
strongly disagree?
strongly disagree. And I believe the public is on my side. I might be wrong, but
You don't normally look at a guy that's muscly like that.
what?
You don't normally look at a guy like that's muscly like that.
No, if someone's really good looking, it's like Sheldon last year. He's just a
Hmm.
good looking guy. It's not my type, but he's just a nice, good looking guy to look at.
He is good looking, but for some reason, there's something about him that's making me not quite fancy him. I don't know why.
Who, Ty or Sheldon?
Ty,
If you had to choose between Ty or Sheldon, who would you?
Sheldon.
Yeah, so would I. But
Sheldon was so cute.
I do think Ty is up there. I do think it's close
I think he's
in my
probably one of the
hunks,
best.
BB
Best.
Canada hunks.
Oh, he's one of my top BB hunks ever. Even though I don't quite fancy him, I don't understand it. I don't know what it is that's making me not quite fancy him. Can't
I
put my
think
finger on it.
it's the fact he's a bit shady.
I think when he smiles, he's a bit toothy.
I think it because when he smiles, it's fake. Like when they got caught bitching about Victoria, and then he was like, it's like, I see
Mm,
you. You're
mm.
lying. You're lying. I'm onto you.
Kyle was wondering why Kiefer didn't put up the floaters. And he
Mm.
said to Rohan, "Floater means you don't win shit." And Rohan basically went, "We didn't win anything." And he's like, "Oh yeah, but we're not floaters." I was like, I think you kind of are actually a floater.
Mm.
Um,
I don't know. It's a matter of opinion, isn't it?
I suppose, but like, where do they sit? They don't really have an alliance. Does that make them floaters? Just because you've got one other
Kind of.
person, are you
Yeah, if you're in the
no
middle.
longer a floater?
Mm.
Braden next was doing the commentary on Austin and Kyle's showmance. What do you think about that? Is that really a showmance?
Oh, God, that's kind of annoying. Oh yeah, and she was doing a French plait on him, wasn't she?
Yeah, that was it.
I'm surprised you could get
Was
his hair
that
into a French.
was that hair? Oh yeah, you're right. Was that
Mm-hmm.
hair or scare?
Actually wrote down hair was it was scary.
Yeah, definitely a scare. Um,
Mm.
I noticed that in this episode there was like new music tracks galore. It was like they just got sign off on these new music tracks and all they wanted to do was use them. There was new like player pick music, and it wasn't player pick for the POV. It
Heck,
was
POV.
it was yeah, I liked it. Should have recorded it, but yeah, I didn't.
I have written down
Um
about some music later, definitely, because I remember thinking, what
I
the
think I know what that music is because of that. Um
fuck?
so in the player pick for the POV, it was Beth and Jedson were picked as well as Austin. So Kyle was happy because Austin, obviously, if she wins, he'll save him. But Rohan was basically fucked at this point, it seemed. Rohan said, I know Jed sees himself as some type of comp beast. Rightly so. Well, actually, he hasn't won anything. Well, he has won the crosswords.
Oh yeah, because of the app on his phone.
Yeah. So this section was where Rohan was trying to get Jed to throw the comp.
Oh, as if. Did he actually believe that shit?
Jedson was basically just playing it along, but I think they kind of did buy it.
Oh, that's absolutely ridiculous if they believe that. Come on, this is Big Brother. Just
Because
as
after, yeah, because afterwards he was like, "Oh, he was really playing hard for that," and he said he was going to throw it. So he was like, butthurt about it. Rohan is talking
dumb.
to Austin about throwing the comp in brackets. She won't, but all I'm thinking about is whether Rohan has lip fillers or not.
What the fuck? Really?
He's got a very full bottom lip, and I feel like it looks almost too full, like he's had
Oh my
fillers.
god, I can't believe I haven't noticed that.
Look out for that. See what you think. I want to know next week. What's your verdict on Rohan's
I'm
bottom lip?
going. Oh, believe me, that'll be the first thing I'm looking for. Okay, I'll look out for that.
He's talking about backdooring Vic
Fuck off!
to Braden and Austin,
No,
who
no, no, no.
basically like they're in Victoria's little clique. So these are the wrong people to go to about backdooring Victoria, aren't they?
No, fuck that.
They basically laugh it off when he leaves.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
um, Kiefer to Rohan said, "I don't think it's terrible news if one of you come down."
Yeah, whatever. His own nominees. Come on.
Now it's onto the HOH comp.
No, the veto comp.
That's what I meant. It's called Mole in One.
Mario.
Jedson said, "We're moles in the Wild West." I think that's what he said.
Yes, they are.
Um, Ty looks cute with his round glasses. I've written. There's a lot of like blowing the balls innuendo.
I
A
was
lot of
loving this.
a
This
lot of
comp was,
balls.
it was really good.
I really like the comp too. Yeah, I've written here. It reminds me of Nikki as a lab rat.
Hmm.
Kyle's ball got stuck. Ouch. I did notice that Jedson had blue balls.
One thing that annoyed me when Ty started the competition, he said, "On your marks, get set, blow." Surely it should have been on your marks, get set, blow. Come on, come
Yeah.
on,
Well,
come
come
on.
on. They
That
don't know the
annoyed me.
puns. We do.
It's like you missed a trick there.
Did you think
Um,
that obviously you were allowed to sort of like set your first ball rolling? That Rohan seemed to be going a bit heavy
I
on
was
the
I
flick.
was thinking that. I was thinking that. I thought you might get
Hmm.
disqualified, a la
I
Emmett.
thought so too. Yeah. Did you like watching
um,
them crawl under that table?
I did actually. I was like, "Ooh, behind the scenes."
It kind of reminded me of like being a kid where you like hide under a table.
Oh yeah, make a den like
Yeah.
Chicken Stew and Michelle. Um, so hold on.
Do you know what
Oh,
I
I like
liked
the
about this?
go on.
The sound effects they added, like the little mole sounds, like.
Yeah, and the editing was quite good of them just like poking their heads at. I
Yeah,
like the fact. I like the fact that it didn't really favor athletic people, did it? It was just sort of like who's got the best
not
puff.
really. Yeah, I imagine it'd be. I imagine blowing those balls is quite tiring, though.
Oh, I bet. I mean, you should know, Gaz.
I mean, I've never blown a ball up a molehill.
Maybe down one, but this is the innuendo section of BB on Plus.
Did you notice that they'd all obviously had to do their own makeup? They had to paint
Mm.
on a little white patch and the whiskers and
Oh,
the
that was
nose.
cute.
Austin had done hers as a little love heart. Her
Mm.
nose, that was cute. Little love
Oh,
heart
like
nose.
Jackie's dog.
Yeah, drawn on noses all around.
Was that on a catchphrase list? It's not really a catchphrase, but it's something we do mention quite
Yeah.
often.
Um, it came down to Rohan versus Jedson, didn't it?
Oh, that was good. I really enjoyed watching that actually. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was really tense and it was close,
Mm,
and it kind of annoyed me that Jedson kept blowing too hard and pushing the balls over the edge. It was like
mm,
you were nearly there. Like, can't you just rein it in a little bit and just get it in the
mm.
hole?
He was getting overexcited.
Mm.
So then Roe won and he was like, it's the Roe show. It's
And
the
he
Roe
said,
show.
didn't he say, I'd like to thank my parents for creating this absolute champion? All right,
It's
rein
quite
it in.
that is quite funny.
So this plan came about to push for Victoria as a replacement. Austin said she's an island, so I think he'd piss off the least amount of people. Kiefer would if he put her up.
Austin said
Um,
that.
yeah, apparently in my notes.
Yeah, Austin don't like and Vic don't like Austin. I know they're kind of like with Braden, but I don't think they like each other.
Oh, you know why? Because they both want the gay best friend. It's like
Mm.
female rivalry. I've had this many times in my life. People like to fight over you.
Well, I would never bother. I know I've already won. It doesn't matter.
You'd cut a bitch. Eek or chic? Victoria's cleavage tops. Seemingly a normal top, but there's a cutout here on the cleavage
Oh,
area.
oh, is it side boob or is it
It's no,
Sally
it's
Axel
front boob.
front boob?
Yeah.
Mm. I've not noticed those.
She had what?
Another,
She had like a khaki one on in the diary room. She had like a long sleeve white one that she was wearing around the house. Excuse
who
me.
told her this was a thing?
Oh, if it was Lisa Williams Starr, she's got something to answer for.
Who?
That's an Arissa's stylist.
Oh yeah, I've got a word about her as a stylist later.
Flower power suit.
Hold on, there was an overheard convo that I wrote down where
Overheard
Keith was going, "I love."
conversation of
Yeah,
the week.
Keith was going, "I love bacon. I love eggs." And then
Oh, hash browns,
yeah, someone else was saying, "Oh, I'd like to eat soup in the
soup,
morning
soup
and
and
and,
ice pops.
and pretzels."
Brett's, I thought she said ice pops.
Oh,
You know who that
maybe
was?
they did.
That was Beth.
It would be.
Um, I'm just gonna see how far I've got in these notes. Yeah, I need a wee before we carry on.
Okay, I'm up for having
I
we.
need
Should
a
we pause?
toilet break. Yeah, we'll see in a
Okay,
sec.
let's pause.
Okay, let's go.
I just want to give a shout out to Lorcan Murphy. It's his 18th birthday today.
How is it? I didn't
He's
know that.
finally a grown up. Well, tomorrow, Saturday is his 18th birthday. Happy birthday to you.
His birthday Saturday, tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh, this will drop on his birthday then. Happy birthday, Lorcan.
yeah.
This is a
Happy
gift for
birthday,
you.
Lorcan. Just what you always wanted.
Do you know, I've realized, I've just found out, I don't know why, but I've come across it in the last week. There's
Hmm.
a term for being like of legal age in America. Do you know what that means? What it is?
No.
It's called like, obviously 18 is not it in America.
Hmm. Oh,
It's
21.
it's called being of majority age.
Oh,
It doesn't make
okay.
sense.
No.
Why did they say that?
Are you sure that's right?
I think so. It said
Okay.
majority.
Okay.
And I don't even know why I saw that or where, but I was like, that's weird. And I saw it again. I was like, oh, it means like of legal age or like 18 or 21 plus, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Strange.
I think what Gaz means to say is happy birthday.
Oh yeah, and happy birthday. No, I did say didn't I say happy birthday? Happy
I
birthday,
don't know.
Morgan.
Quite nice.
Um, so Rohan got a slot pass as voted by Canada,
Hmm.
which made sense. He'd been on the fucking slot for 3 weeks, the poor bastard.
That made no sense to me. He's not a likable person, so fuck him.
Oh, you know the Canadians, they don't want to see you go hungry. Come
Mm.
in here, is he a screecher? Sit yourself down there, have a Wendy's in the corner.
Who pulled us? Not pulled us up. Who said the Izzy a screecher thing that we were trying to remember?
Who the fuck do you think would actually tell us anything
Laurie.
about this show? No.
Alfie.
Someone who actually knows something. Alfie Sheldon, yeah.
Rude to Laurie.
Shout out, Laurie.
She knows plenty. No, Alfie's being a right know. It's like, oh, actually, like Victoria was jealous of Victoria. Like, I
Was
don't
she
care.
fuck?
I don't give a fuck. I just want to come out with my opinion. I don't care what the facts are, even though you're a
Look,
fact checker.
listen, we're all jealous of Latoya, okay?
Victoria or Victoria?
Latoya.
What about a fat shamer? Actually, you're a fat shamer as well. So
Since when?
I've seen you fat shame.
I have where? What? Saying that
So,
Kiefer needs trousers that fit.
no, I've seen you fat shame someone off Gogglebox.
What? Who?
I can't remember who it was, but I remember you going, "Oh, they look so big." Ugh.
That's not true.
I don't know who it was. I can't remember now.
Scarlett Moffat, I think. Not it's not true though.
He does remember.
So Ty is an urban planner, but I'm sure you told me he was some sort of like community support worker in the early days.
No, I said he'd be good at the game because he's an urban planner and he is used to, planning things.
Oh, also
Urbanly.
when Rohan got his meal come in from whoever delivers that, skip the dishes. Victoria was like, "Oh, it smells so good," and then she was all up in his plate, smelling
Oh,
his food. It's
sniffing
like,
it.
fuck, get out of my fucking plate. I would
That
have
is
been
not
like,
hygienic.
no, it's not
Also, is there
hygienic.
a conflict of interest with Skip the Dishes and Wendy's? Because you got two takeaway brands supporting the Big Brother Canada house.
And that's quite different though. It's like McDonald's and Deliveroo. You can have both.
Okay. All right.
And do they have? Oh, what I want to know is, do they have Deliveroo in Canada? And if not, why not?
I don't think they do. They have like deliver who's Where's
Deliver,
Marshall?
deliver obtuse. Where's who? Where's Marsha? Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Marsha.
where is Marsha?
Who could Marsha talk to? It's got to be Victoria, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's got
Hey,
to be.
Victoria. If
It better
Marsha's
not
not
be.
wearing, Marsha better be wearing like the superhero eyes, the mask.
It better not be Braden because he hasn't earned it and he don't deserve it.
He needs it though.
He does need. He needs the airtime.
Hey, Tina.
Oh, oh God! Could you imagine?
So somebody said you're not happy with the way people are loading the dishwasher.
Your secret task is to be more entertaining. Hey, where are we? I've no fucking clue. Oh yeah, sniffing the food.
Chess. Ty was getting in Kiefer's ear about putting Austin up, basically, and then Kiefer said, "Go on."
Ty was like, "Don't ever question our alliance." I was
Yeah,
like,
Kiefer said, technically, all we need is Vic's vote if you guys stay loyal to our target, which is when he said, "Don't ever question our alliance. We're the ones you should never question. Simple as that."
hmm,
To
like the
me,
mafia.
yeah, it sounded like an abusive partner.
Yeah.
Like, don't you ever fucking question my love for you? Like, this is like something you should never ever put a question mark over. And if you do, like, it's bad
Yeah.
news for
Imagine if
you.
I said that to you. Don't you ever question our podcasting relationship. If you do, you think, oh God, who's she got lined up? You'd be like, shit.
I just thought it was like, because you know that Ty is in control of this alliance now. Wait, who else is in that alliance? Beth. Yeah, Jedson and Ty are in control of that alliance to sort of
Mhm.
make Kiefer think that he needs to sort of trust it unquestionably was kind of a power play, which made me feel uncomfortable. It's like you're
Mm,
not even allowed to think that there's anything up on
yeah.
your alliance. It's like, come on, mate, you know that Jensen's your ride or die.
Also, they voted Kiefer out last week. Just wanted
Yeah,
to put it out
exactly.
there. So
Um,
to question the alliance would be to say, "Well, I'm going home now," because he would have been if it had been for you.
yeah, yeah, true. Um, in the next part of the show, I thought I heard Kiefer say, "What's up, gay moose?" as Kyle walked into the HOH. Did you catch this?
No, what did he actually
But speaking of gay moose, where is Marsha?
say? Hey, Peter.
That's what it sounded like. What's up, gay moose? I'm like, maybe that's Haida Guai for like, what's up? What's up, mate? Who knows? Um, Vic said, I just wanted to make sure we're still good. And Keith said, yes, but there are a lot of people throwing your name out there, which I don't think is true. He said he was going to say this to her.
No, but
And
Kyle was throwing her name up there.
he said that Kyle was begging for people to convince Kiefer to put Victoria up. But was Kyle doing that?
Yeah, he was.
Oh. Uh, and then Victoria says at the end of that conversation with Kiefer and the HH, can I bring you a coffee? Because we all know that coffee and tea is worth £1 million in the Big Brother house,
Oh
isn't it?
God. I don't like tea and I don't like coffee.
I
Was that on our list? I think it was.
think so. Kiefer was failing to bluff to Austin after promising her safety. There's a flashback to promising her safety. And he
Oh
said in
yeah.
this conversation that some promises are going to be broken.
Yeah, and he said, "This is Big Brother," in
And then
case you haven't noticed.
Austin said in the diary, this is so typical Kiefer. He is so full of absolute bullshit.
Agreed.
That's what they do down in Haida Gwaii.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You
in
just can't
part,
understand what they're saying because their language has nearly died out.
what up, Gay Moose? In the in the final part, it was the POV ceremony finally, and it felt to me, I've written finally. This episode was dragging on. I was like, how is this only just the POV?
Kiefer said, "I wore red to let people know I'm the fucking butcher."
Oh, and he got us. Is this when he got us the Keith Grieper? No, Grim Keefer or something.
Yeah, that was the start of the next episode, I think.
There's a conversation outside, wasn't there? When he had the red hoodie on, they were like, "Oh yeah, Tina and Tara. Oh, I really like this hoodie too." It's like, do you fuck like his hoodies from like easyprint.com? Like, no, you definitely don't.
We should know.
Yeah, I should know. Shout out to the BB on Plus shop. um, Kyle's hoodie in the POV ceremony said "crooked as sin." Did you notice that?
Kyle's or Kiefer's.
Kyle's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looked like he borrowed it from the Kiefer Spring 2021 line. What did you think? Equal chic, Victoria's flower earrings.
I didn't think I noticed those.
They were like a little kind of faux
Oh, were they
flower,
quite small and gold?
quite big. No, like
Oh,
look like a sort of those sort of imitation flowers you get in like Wilkinson. But one of
mm,
those in her ear, pink one.
I'm going to say chic.
I thought eek, but I thought you might like
Well,
them.
I've not seen them, but I'm going to look out for them. What am I looking out for? That and what was the other thing I was looking at? Oh, Rohan's plumped up
Lip
lips.
fillers, Rohan's lip fillers.
Okay.
I
Okay.
guarantee
Anything
you
else? Let me know.
this is the only Big
I'll
Brother
make a
podcast.
list.
This is the only sorry, a bit of lag there. I guarantee you this is the only Big Brother podcast talking about Rohan's lip fillers. You will not hear that anywhere else.
I can absolutely guarantee you that. Not even Julie Girl have got that shit.
No. Um, who said this? This person used me as a pawn on their HOH, and it's my time to return the favor.
Oh yeah, then I thought it was going to put Victoria off. I was like, no, and then he
Yeah,
put
and it cut to both of them, and they were both a bit like,
yeah, and I was like, no.
So
And then Austin
went up as a replacement for Rohan, who obviously used to leave POV on himself. I've written slimy. Where are your morals now? What about your kids?
What about them?
Well, Kiefer the other day was going around going, "Oh, I feel so bad because I put a target on Victoria and
Oh
it wasn't
yeah.
her." And what are my kids going to say? And now it's like I literally promised Austin safety in the HOH, but I just put her on the block.
Well, you can bounce checks in the Big Brother house, and sorry is as good as whatever your attack of the week is.
Fuck all. Um,
Oh,
and then at the end of the episode, it said the announcer guy said, "Who will become the invisible HOH?" And what does that even mean?
I love that because when he said who will become the invisible, I was like, "What does that mean?" And then he actually asked my question.
To
I like the Big Brother announcer guy; it's fun.
be honest with you, I already knew the invisible HOH is going to be gold. Don't you
It's going
think?
to be gold.
Yeah, I like the idea.
Hmm. How did you know?
I just think it's going to be good. Like, obviously, they're going to not know who the HOH is. It's going to be like kind of a witch hunt. Like, oh my God, it's this person, it's that person, it's
Hmm.
me, it's you, it's you, it's me.
Hmm.
And it's going to be a real twist on this format, which I'm sure
Hmm.
people who are devoted to the American game are not going to be happy with because
Well,
they
that's
want it the
okay.
same way, week in, week out, year in, year out. I just want to watch the same old show time and time again. But at least Canada has the gumption to go, you know what? Here's something new, never been done, and we're going to stir it up.
Just for the sake of it, here it
Yeah,
is.
thank shout out Trevor Boris. I think Trevor Boris is probably the one to thank for all of these twists because he's been around the world. No, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. He definitely had his paws on that mole veto, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Just like when he was with us in Weatherspoons.
I tell you what, shout out to Trevor Boris. He's also the producer on Canada's Drag Race as well. So I
Oh,
imagine
I
that
didn't know that.
we probably would like that show just for that
Hmm.
reason.
I wouldn't. I hate Drag Race.
Oh.
Right, am I talking us through the noms?
Yeah, I
Not your
mean,
noms.
I've also got no the eviction. I've also got notes on the eviction too. But yeah,
Have you got strong notes or
we
just
can.
half-assed notes?
I mean, I wouldn't say strong, but let's see. I've got a couple of things to add. So
Okay.
yeah,
So, Arissa's outfit. Discuss.
it's the flower power suit I've written because they got a power suit, right?
Oh, nice. I like that.
Flower power. It's
Mm.
quite 70s. It was a very bold look.
Mm.
You didn't
Yeah.
like it, did you?
I wasn't keen, but I didn't mind it. It wasn't like
At,
hideous.
at first, I was like, "Ooh, I'm not sure about this," but it kind of grew on me. It was a grower. I thought.
Mm. Like
I
flowers.
I have to say, I do enjoy a woman in a suit,
Mm.
and I don't know if I've spoken about this before on the podcast, but my ultimate women in suits is when the Spice Girls went to like an award ceremony and they were all wearing the same pinstripe grey suits. I think they even had
Mm.
canes as well. It looks so fucking good.
Do you know what though? I absolutely hate wearing a suit and I feel so disgusting in a suit and so frumpy. So when I see someone in a suit, I just think, oh no. But that could just be my own issues.
I think it is.
I think you're right.
I mean, yeah, I think you need a certain frame to put off a suit
What
as
the
a
fuck
woman,
are you saying?
and it's someone taller than you. And Arissa's, we know, is like quite tall, and she's got a good leg on her.
Oh
So
yeah, she's really
the
tall.
height for a
Arissa
suit.
ain't tall. Arissa ain't tall. She
I
just
don't know
looks
how
tall on
you've
TV.
constructed in your mind she's your height. She's not your height.
Are you fucking joking? She's the exact same height as me.
She is definitely not.
What? Just she wears heels and I don't.
I'm just
You're
going to
talking.
refer to the cover photo on the BB on Blast Twitter.
Actually, I was thinking of that shit. Yeah, because she had heels on and I had trainers on. Do you understand?
Do you understand? This is Big Brother.
Do you understand? Come on, show the receipts. Yeah, look at the top of my head, the top of her head. She's got big hair. That's different.
No,
Look,
your shoulder height is entirely different.
it ain't that much different. She ain't tall. Let's put it that way.
Also, I'm pretty sure you mirrored this picture so that you were on the other side.
I haven't. I was on that side. don't mirror pictures. What did you take
Somewhere
it
else,
from?
it's mirrored. Somewhere I've seen it mirrored. So I'm like, hey, look how good that's coming out on the pictures. Never usually
Yeah,
comes
it
out
looks
here on the
good.
phone.
Hmm.
There's the
This isn't
receipts. We have met Arissa,
this
or
isn't
is it,
good for the audio
or is it?
listeners.
Oh yeah. By the way, if you want to watch this on YouTube, or just look at our Twitter header photo, which is what we're looking at now at BB on Blast, and follow us. Um, is that the time we met Arissa, or is that just very good Photoshop?
Could be. Could be. So let me tell you what else happened. Austin is not happy. Kiefer just said, just call me the grim Kiefer. Kyle was like confronted Kiefer just after the ceremony, didn't he? He
This, by
said,
the way, was so confusing that I couldn't possibly note it, so I recorded it.
oh,
Do you want me to play the audio for what happened when he called out Kiefer?
go on, see if it works.
Guy who loves to talk about how good of a guy he is all the time, how respectful he is, how much your word means. The only person you gave your word to was a girl you just put on the block. Like, you're honestly the biggest hypocrite I've ever met in my life. Are you talking about Kiefer or yourself? Because you promised me your loyalty in this game, and all you did was drag my names ever since he won the power of veto. Not only did I keep your biggest ally safe last week, you promised me your loyalty. You really think people aren't going to tell me how you've been dragging my name and you have the audacity to give me a hug yesterday? What else have they been telling us the whole game, Vic? They're doing the same thing. Your ass is grass. Oh, I know. I'm okay with that. I'm just calling stuff out that needs to be called out, that's all. The hypocrisy's crazy. Not calling you out, Vic.
Did that
And
help?
the whole time, Kiefer was actually eating popcorn very audibly, but it didn't
Was
come out on the
he?
record. It's like ASMR. I was like, fucking hell, Kiefer.
Are you
Where did you
serious?
get that popcorn from?
Are you serious? Was he really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
So basically, Kyle decides, I'm going to have a go at Kiefer here. And then Victoria goes, oh, here's a scene I can steal. Right?
And she did. And she did.
Your ass is grass. But like, it was weird because it didn't make sense for her to come for Kyle so publicly when they're kind of aligned by default.
No, but Kyle had been mentioning Vic's name. He'd been writing down names.
Oh.
He had, and she'd heard about it. I like.
Supposed to be working with me, but he's been dragging my name to every person in this house.
There you go.
Yeah. Your arse is grass. I liked hearing your arse is grass. That's like an oldie but a goodie, isn't it? That's like a school thing you hear. Like, meet me after school, your arse is grass. So Kyle then replied to your arse is grass. I know.
and
he,
I'm okay with it, he said.
Kiefer had absolutely nothing to say in that situation. I know.
You know, too busy eating the fucking popcorn.
Mm. So then Kyle was talking to Tina and Tara, the oldies alliance I put. He said, oh, it's good that I've taken the heat off you two. I've said there was no heat on them. Then we had some music. Have you noted this? I want to know if you've said the same as me.
Oh, that doesn't really suit your outfit. Let's talk about it. Well, for some jacket.
Well,
So no one thought that BBCAN9 was gonna be this way. Lieutenant housemates. Sheldon, Brooke, and Angela. Things were going great. And then COVID came in from nowhere. It shut down BBCAN8 and everyone was sad and it was too soon. But BBCAN9's there for you.
When you can't leave the house. Thank you. I wrote down the exact same thing, fake Friends music. And I don't even watch Friends.
Then I was trying to workshop what we would normally do for like if something is fake something, we put an F on the front, but you can't put an F on the front of Friends.
No.
Fake Friends.
Why is BB doing that fake Friends music?
I've got no idea. Do you want to hear it again?
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't really suit your outfit. Let's talk about it. Well, for some jacket.
And it was so shoehorned in. It was like, oh, here's a scene of Austin and Braden with some Friends music on. Is it because they drink iced coffees like Central Perk? I've got no idea.
Weird. Very weird. That's funny. I thought we'd both pick up on that.
Of course, everyone was going to notice that.
So then Victoria said, "You're staying to Austin." I've put, "You can tell they don't like each other from this hug."
What about Kyle not knowing what hypocrisy really means? Is that not your fake Jade video of the week?
Yeah. He was like, "I know what hypocrite is, but I don't know what hypocrisy is." It's like, well, don't take fucking Einstein to put the two pieces together, does it?
He's like, oh, dude, like I've just used that word twice in a week, and like to be honest with you, I don't really know what it means. And Rohan's like, do you actually not know what it
thanks,
means,
Helen.
or like you're just making a scene?
Yeah, go to bed.
Doesn't it mean like isn't it like the same as like hypocrite? And then
I'm still
Rohan's
drinking.
basically like, yeah, it means the same as hypocrite.
Shoo.
The distraction in here.
Sorry, dear.
I've just recreated that entire scene in the ball pit for you. So let's move on.
Jack just said that's Big Brother because he's doing a Kiefer. Hold on, I got things to say about the ball pit. When Victoria come in,
Hold on.
Kyle went, Kyle went,
we need that as a ringtone.
Kyle went, "You've got to calm down for a second." That's never a good idea to tell a woman to calm down, is it? No, it is not.
Okay.
And then Ro went, "You were watching from the bleachers." The bleachers, like in a high
Where's
school.
the bleachers?
It's like that bit in the gym, isn't it, where people sit like in the faculty.
The benches.
Yeah. Okay, where are we now? I'm taking your lead.
Do you know what? I really want to get that fake Friends music and use it as the intro for the pod this week.
Yeah, that'd be good. What did we want to ask Arissa as well?
It's Ask Arissa. What did we want to ask? I don't know.
There was something earlier that we wanted to ask. I can't remember what it was now.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Man.
Who's leading this? Is it me or you?
You. Vic said she was.
wow.
Vic basically said she was fuming. Wasn't quite fumigating though.
So then Beth and Ty were saying they want Austin to go. Beth said, "I'm scared of her. I think she's jealous." They said, "I think we'd be no, I've said, I think they'd be better getting Kyle out as he's in a strong duo with Ro. Austin is with Braden, who doesn't do anything." Tina said, "My knees hurt. That's because she's old." The matriarchs of the house, they were set on a secret task.
Wait. I said that Ty and Beth are acting like Austin is a witch.
Have
you thought that? It's like a witch. Yeah, drown the witch. Also, I've written here, just in spite of what I said earlier, that Ty's got a toothy smile, I've written Ty's got a very cute smile. So maybe I do fancy Ty. I'm just not ready to admit it.
I'm ready. I'll go first if you don't want
to.
The secret task, what did you think of this?
It was, they failed it, didn't they?
It was a bit lame, wasn't it?
So Big Brother called Tarantino to the diary room. I thought they'd broken the rules, didn't you? I was like, rule break. Brilliant. They're about to get punished.
Don't you think that's sus, though, when Big Brother calls two people to the diary room? Because Big Brother International never calls two people to the diary room, so it just looks fishy to begin with.
The weirdest thing is that even in spite of watching Big Brother Canada, in my head, when two people called to the diary room, I was like, they've been talking about nominations. That's where my head went.
Or they've been racist.
Or that.
One or the other. Or
you said
sexually assaulted someone.
Unfortunately, it was nothing even close as that interesting, like anywhere near as interesting as that. It was the fact that they were the matriarchs and they had to decide like how to divide up the alcohol. But in the end, all it meant was bring the alcohol out of the storeroom.
Oh, and they got to drink a glass beforehand.
Which Big Brother said you can chug a glass yourself if you want. Like Big Brother had to tell them to do that, to make TV. That's what you've got to do with Canadians. They're so damn nice. You have to tell them to chug a beer. It probably said in brackets, "Do you want good TV?" But the whole point of it was they were supposed to get into the pantry undetected. Yeah, and then Braden was hanging around, like going, "Don't be a secret mission buster, you fool. This could benefit you. Just shut up." But I don't think the secret mission culture exists in Canada. Okay, I know that we see them happen, but like I don't think it's ingrained like it is over here.
No.
Like I feel like
Oh.
for a UK person, if you suspect something, you know to shut your mouth, because 9 times out of 10 people are keeping it quiet, because in the end you win something, right?
Mm-hmm. Winsome. So did you notice they're having this party? It looked like the middle of the day. It's like on, on soap operas when they're like at a nightclub and then they come out and like it's like broad daylight. They're like, oh, I'm going home now. It's like, what the fuck? What's going on here? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely. I'm sure that they put clips of this party in the previous episodes, like funny bits, because
Oh yeah, and it had a bit of the fashion show in it, didn't it? Which we got to watch.
Oh yeah. But like in the last episode at the start, Ty and Jed were taking off their clothes and Victoria was going, oh, it's getting hot in here. And then we didn't see them actually do that until the next episode. I was like, oh.
The way Victoria was acting during this party, I was getting big Kinger energy.
Oh, wow. I didn't think
Do you
of
remember
that.
I said she was like, do you remember on the first episode I said she was like Becky? Come on, you bastards.
Oh, yeah.
Victoria's like Becky. She's like Kinger. She's like, just will do anything for attention. Do you know what I mean?
Girl. Yeah.
Yeah, she's just like anything to like get people to notice her. Like Jade, like in the strip poker. Victoria's like of that ilk to me.
I thought she was going to pull several muscles the way she was flipping her
along
legs
the couch.
around. Yeah, like doing the splits and like putting her foot up next to her head.
She's the best.
So they also had like a spin the bottle competition, didn't they? And I'm sure the worst bit for you to watch was when Tina decided to like chug the mayo.
Oh, Jack was really
upset
by that. Jack was like getting really angry about that. Like, oh, I don't like seeing things in people's mouths.
Oh, surprised me. Thought be you.
Yeah, it was gross.
Upset by that.
Yeah, it was gross, but yeah.
And we saw
spin the bottle. Spin the bottle. Come on, we've been doing this shit for time immemorial, like for 20 years now. Stop.
And we did see Jed. And Jed had a kiss.
Who was it?
Braden kissed Jed. Jedson kissed.
Oh yeah,
Braden.
you're right. For some reason, I've written down Jed and Ty kissed. Why would they?
No, but I'm here for that. Do you remember what Beth said to Braden?
Oh, something like, you're in the club now.
Welcome to the club, babe.
Kick her out the club.
Kick her out the club should be on the quotes as well.
Yeah, 100% should be on the quote list. What else happened? Oh, the showmance is being broken up, which is a relief. Austin and Kyle, potential showmance there.
It's hardly Helen and Paul being up for eviction at the same time, though, is it?
No. Austin was going, Kyle is funny and charming, if you say so.
Just about as charming as us when we speak away from these mics by 25 centimeters. That makes no sense to anyone except us.
Oh, yeah. It made no sense to me, as you explained.
Kyle said he thought that he was going to dominate the comps. What a dick. Like, really?
If it was a frowning competition, maybe.
Then the Beth's dirty edit continued. I felt. Did you remember the scene they were in the hot tub area where they have those communal coats, the fluffy fleeces?
Yeah, that is a bit gross if you think about it.
And Tara goes, "Should we wash these coats? I put one on this morning and it really didn't smell nice." And then Beth said, "I don't know." And I was like, "Oh, Big Brother's really doing her dirty with this Beth's not very clean edit."
Just for breeze it, innit?
Wash the fucking thing. If it smells, put it in the wash.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's not that difficult, is it?
Tara was getting pissed off that Kyle and Austin on the block were not campaigning because that's where she gets info and they weren't giving her anything.
It was annoying that they weren't campaigning, but also she was being annoying, like trying to make them campaign.
Oh, like hanging around them, being like, "Oh, I'm just sitting here." Like,
yeah,
if only someone would ask me, like, how I would like to vote this week.
Yeah.
So the eviction's coming up. Anyone wondering how I might be choosing to vote? Perhaps a couple of people that are sitting on the block might want to ask me some questions.
They're like, nah, we don't care. They're like, fuck off.
Austin said, I don't see Tina and Tara flipping. And then I've written good luck with that because I thought they were actually going to try and come for her. But also,
Yeah.
you're not campaigning. So how do you actually know how all these people are going to vote?
I know, it's dumb. And also they were trying to stake up an Austin vote, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And they said Tina and whoever the fuck said, should we
TNT.
go after the target we can visibly see or the one we can't see? And I thought, oh, like the invisible HOH. They're already bringing that into the conversation. I'm drunk now. I don't know what.
I said that Kyle was pitching to Jedson that he and Rohan are the ones that can take. Oh yeah, they can take a shot at Kiefer. I thought this was quite a nice argument. Kyle basically was talking to Kiefer and Kyle and Jedson in the HOH room, in Kiefer's HOH room no less, and was basically like, "Look, someone's going to have to take a shot at Kiefer at some point. It's not a good look for you guys. Kyle, myself and Rohan can be the people that will do that for you. You guys don't get any blood on your hands. Kiefer ends up in jury. Of course, he's got your back." I was actually like, this is true. This is actually all he speaks no lies. This is all very logical. And I think actually it's a really good argument from Kyle.
Yeah, it was a decent argument. But I think the chips had already fallen. But I was actually convinced. I thought it was quite an effective flim flam section. And because BBCAN has already been quite like up and down, hasn't it? I was like, maybe it is gonna go the other way.
Well, I've literally written here strong argument, but I think Austin is going anyway. So like I didn't think Kyle needed to make these pitches. I really thought Austin was going because they all seem to be so convinced that she's a comp beast and she's scary. I just thought it just seemed like it was heading that way.
And Tara was like,
yeah.
Oh, there's been a rumor that people are going after Austin. It's like, bitch, you started that rumor. It was quite effective, like her going around going, yeah, there's this rumor. It's like you actually started that rumor, but it was actually quite effective. And I've put the moral of the story is don't bother campaigning because other people will do it for you. But I don't think that is a good moral of the story, to be honest.
No. Who was doing it for them? Oh,
Tara.
Tara.
Yeah. How the fuck do you say her name? Tara. And then Kyle was campaigning to Ty and Jed and said someone needs to take a shot at Kiefer.
Yeah, that's that bit I just said about.
Oh,
where he said like someone's going to have to take a shot and put him in the jury, and it can be me and Rohan.
I was listening.
It's the part where I said it was a strong argument, and you went, "Yeah, you're right."
We always do this.
This is why it's better. This is why it's better if one of us shuts the fuck up while the other one reads the notes.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm down to the eviction now, where I've noted that this year's house guests really dress up for the eviction. All of them.
Kyle was dressed like he was going to a wedding.
Did he have a pocket square or
instead of his own funeral? Yeah, I think he did.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
I just realised that everyone was very well presented, and I thought, I wonder if they've told them to dress up on evictions or if they've decided to do that themselves. Because for an eviction, you know that's the day that everyone sees you, right?
I mean, you should dress up on eviction unless it's a physical comp coming up. Then you have to wear your sporty paraphernalia. No, that's true. That's not the word I'm looking for. Victoria was wearing. That's right. Victoria was wearing a dress I did not like, a white one. It looked horrible in front of me.
Oh, well, she looked like she was going to a wedding, which I think is why when they passed in the corridor, that Jedson kind of got down on one knee and pretended to give her a ring.
That thing where they pass in the corridor just needs to go. It's like if you do that in the corridor, you're going to get like shot in the head. Just stop right now.
Big Brother has outlawed all corridor exchanges.
Good. Oh, I want to complain about something else as well.
Yes.
This what you've been up to section where they show housemates. Oh, here's some funny things you've done. It's the worst. No one cares. I don't want to watch that. I've already watched it once. I don't want to watch them react to it. Stop doing it. They do it in BBUS. They do it here. Just stop. 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 What do you say?
Also, they weren't even funny unless you are the housemates. A lot of the things that people were doing were not funny.
And then Arissa goes, "Oh, good times." It's like, come on, come on.
Arissa don't believe that.
No, I know she don't. I read her mind when she said that, and she was like, "Oh, filler."
The thing is, they don't need this filler. They should just cut the filler and give us title sequence with people doing the folding arms
Oh yeah, and
and the turns to the camera.
Ostensibly.
The
What
hair
else
fleck.
happened?
Kyle said, "You're going to
Oh.
be bored without my riddles."
This annoyed me because that was a loser speech, wasn't it? You knew Kyle was going to go when he said that. I was like, don't fucking ruin it before it happens.
Oh, I actually didn't clock it, but
Mm,
a more seasoned BB viewer would.
like me. What, you calling me old?
No.
I don't like that. I don't think you should be allowed to do that in your speech. You should be fighting to the end, not going, oh, well, have a good time next week.
Tara voted for Kyle, which surprised me. I really thought Tara was coming for Austin, so that was a shock. And that was when the vote sort of seemed to slide
She was crying.
uncontrollably.
She was crying.
Oh, sorry, it was Tina that I meant when I said the first person to vote against Kyle in that alliance. Yeah, but Tara, I've also written that Tara was tearful. I've got a note here. Dan walked in when Ty entered the diary room to cast his vote and said, "Hey, beautiful," to Arissa, and said, he's gross," and then walked
Dan
out.
said that.
Yeah, because he was saying, "Hey, beautiful," to Arissa.
Did Dan look at Ty's jeans? Maybe that was what swayed
And
his
it could have
view.
been that as well.
That was like, I mean, it was more knee than jean, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I've got ripped jeans, but that was a
was more
missing knee.
just a rip than a jean.
The sunset sign is so embarrassing, isn't it? Rohan still voted to evict Austin, I noticed, which I thought was nice because you could have like gone with the house and been like,
I like that. I appreciate that. Loyal to the soil. Don't be a sheep. Stick with your alliance till death.
Has Arissa always said, "I'm sorry" to the evictee before she tells them they're evicted? Or is that a new thing?
Fuck knows.
I wrote that Kyle was clapping himself as he walked out because there's no audience, which was kind of cute.
Kyle, pack your eyebrows and go. What did Kyle say when he got to the top of the stairs? I didn't hear it.
I didn't understand it. It was inaudible.
Like,
he did some sort of hand signal, probably the solution to his last riddle or something. Who knows?
Probably put some hand sanitizer on before he come out. And I said to Jack, I'm going to actually ask Arissa, why the fuck do these housemates have to wear face masks and you don't? Should we ask her? Come on, let's ask.
Go on, ask her.
Oh, I'm gonna ask her after this and see if we can get a response.
All right. Well, if she does, it might not be suitable for broadcast.
Well, if it ain't, at least I'll know. It's probably like a health and safety thing, isn't it?
No doubt. But yeah, you're right. The host is the person that's moving about in the world. The person in the house is posing the least risk. It's to protect them from Arissa and everyone else in the crew. That's what it must be.
Must be. So I had some titles written down here.
You're gonna have to say that again. You had some what?
Oh dear, the lag. I had some potential titles written down here, but none of them are any good.
Oh. Go on then.
Showtime's up.
Yeah, we'll have that. That'll do.
Home time. That doesn't really work very well either. I don't really want to have showtime in the thing. That was about it. Pretty shit, to be honest.
Quite like home time, but it doesn't make. I think Showtime.
No sense.
I think Showtime is no. It makes sense, but I think Showtime is not a big enough focus of anything for it to be relevant to anyone.
Nah, fuck Showtime.
So Arissa said
Go on.
in the interview, she said, "How is Rohan going to do?" To which Kyle responded, "I think they're going to do well. One of those 6 needs to win a comp." I was like, has he heard the question? She asked, "What's Rohan going to do?" And then he started talking about the entire alliance, the Oddballs
I
alliance.
thought he was just referring to Rohan in the, non-binary way.
Non-binary sense.
I did notice that as well. I thought,
um, he said, "We'll see what happens. I'm sure." Oh, about Austin. Arissa asked about Austin, was like, how much of that was real? Kyle said, "We'll see what happens. I'm sure we'll talk when she gets out of the house." And Arissa, in an unconvinced tone, said, "I'm sure you will." Also, the Showtime ear.
Oh,
No
no.
one knew about that, did they?
No. We didn't want to. Were you sad to see Kyle go?
No.
Huh?
No. Kyle was
No.
filler.
He's annoying.
Kyle was the replacement that should have stayed on the bench in the bleachers.
Agreed. Bring in the other Kyle. We'll have him instead.
Yeah. Sending Kyle, the real Kyle Moore.
Real Kyle Moore. Are you right there, dear? You're crying.
Oh, I'm tired and drunk. That's why I'm
Okay, come on.
rubbing my eyes.
Let's sort the shit out. Arissa announced a HOH comp that is so different you won't believe your eyes.
I'm yawning and I'm shocked.
It was the invisible HOH, and no one knows who they are, and
I'll give
they
it the
get
best
to
edit
play.
for the people watching the video.
And they get to play in veto. So they were all in their little separate booths. And they have to count rocks as they fall down from fuck knows where. And the funniest part was Jack had obviously switched off when Arissa was explaining what the fuck they were doing. And he just looked at the screen and said, "What the hell are they doing?" And I said, "They're counting the rocks." And he said, "Oh, but they're just standing there." What the hell are they doing?
I don't know about you, but I was waiting for Anthony from the Pretty Boys to crawl out of that hole, like in the Tomb Raider.
Why?
Do you remember when he crawled out of that ditch?
I do. Yeah, I do. That wasn't Anthony. That was someone else, I think.
That was definitely Anthony, wasn't it? Was it not Anthony?
Oh
no,
that's racist. That was. I forgot what his name. Hold on, you've got a bit of a pass. Andrew. It was Andrew.
Andrew.
Yeah,
see,
I think you get a bit of a.
Similar.
You just about got away with that because of the
thing is, Andrew
AN.
was like about 10 times the size of Anthony.
Yeah, you're racist, but you're tired, so it's fine. So I actually like these ones where they have to count stuff. It's kind of fun. It's like old school. What do you think? What do you think of the invisible HOH and the concept in general?
I like the idea because I think it's gonna have everyone asking questions about who is really that person. What I also enjoyed.
Do you think it's going to send shockwaves through the house?
Definitely. What I also enjoyed was that Arissa was explaining it, and she goes, "Does everyone understand?" And then I'm not sure who it was, but someone went, "Nope. How will you know if it's you?" And she was like, "On with the competition." Like basically, ignored it.
I didn't want to hear that if you didn't understand.
Yeah.
I was just thinking,
shut up and count these rocks.
I was just thinking, is the person actually going to be able to keep it secret? Because I could see someone sort of going like, Do you know what I mean?
Well, this is the question I have. Are they actually allowed to tell other people in their alliance that they are the HOH or not?
It said, Arissa said, no one will know. Like, you cannot tell anyone.
No, I like it. I like the way they were like, "Oh, the only privilege you don't get is the HOH room, which is a small price to pay for like no blood on your hands."
I think this could see someone big going out like Ty or Jed, don't you? Because you can just do it and not get any of the blowback.
Good point.
Unless they win it, of course. It's
Yeah.
time to make a big move.
I mean,
if
surely
you're invisible
eventually.
HOH, you've got
Go on.
no, go on. You've got to make a big move, right?
I feel like you should, but does it eventually come out? Like, do you
That's
talk?
a good.
Surely, do you talk about it the next week, and then people know, and
Mm,
then it will eventually. The blood will eventually get on your hands.
that's a good point. Hopefully not though. But then you never know with BBCAN. Look what they did to Topaz. Don't you remember when
Yeah,
she was like going for Risk was like, come on, talk us through all your possibilities this week, and she just totally fucked her game.
I thought that. I thought that happened to Ica when she was doing the letters.
No.
They couldn't
Oh
hear the
yeah,
letters.
that did. It was both, but Ica was already on the way out then. But Topaz was still very much in the game, and she just totally blew up her whole game. And that was
That does ring a vague
yeah,
bell. That's a long time ago.
yeah. She was like the HOH, and then she was in that room, and Arissa was like, "Come on, talk us through your options." And Topaz was like, "Blah blah blah. I could put at this person because blah. I could put at that person because blah." And that's not even the thing people remember about Topaz because.
Yeah, exactly. But when Ica was in the letters, could they hear her? I'm not sure if they could.
Yeah, they could. Don't you remember Andrew Gordon and Kenny were like going, "Fuck you." Blah.
Yeah.
They were like fuming because they couldn't get a letter from their mum, the little pussies. Fuck it, I'm a twat. Fuck you, Kenny Brown. That was a shit season and annoying. Fuck.
I was a little disappointed that we didn't find out who the HH was going to be. I actually thought we were going to. Did you?
No, we
Oh,
never do.
I just thought this one was going to be different. The thing is, they could have counted those rocks for hours.
That's true. I like that. I noticed that even at the start, like people had totally different numbers. It's like, come on.
Oh, really? I thought they were all quite
count straight away.
quite on the same page, but perhaps I'd missed who was out.
Should we do the emails?
Yeah. Can we have a break first?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks. Join us now as we open the bulging BB on Blast mailbag.
What's in our mailbag this week? Fuck all, apparently.
Yeah, fuck all. There's an email from Laurie. So there's actually two emails from Laurie, and I got an entire new drink for this section, and it's nearly a pint of beer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not really. It's going down quite smoothly.
I'm sure you'll be
And
fine.
there's only two emails to go through, and you said it might be a long one. It's really not. It's a very short one because we always ask for short emails. Laurie said, "Bravo to the genius who came up with the whack-a-mole comp this week. Ridiculous." Which is actually what I want in a comp.
Agreed. Can you not drink that drink while you're reading the email?
And counting falling rocks. Brilliant. All it takes is to lose is to break concentration. Love it. And with Kyle gone, the curse of the cis white male winning a reality competition show is officially over.
Yay!
Well, for this
oh my
season
God,
of BBCAN.
Shit, I didn't even think of that. That's really good. Yeah, he's the last white male standing. That's brilliant.
Well, to be fair,
Gaz
he
is
was
trying to compute this shit.
He was the only straight one. Right?
Is he?
I mean, Josh was the only other white cis male, right?
Yeah, male, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good. I'm happy about that.
Oh, I just feel there's underrepresentation for the white people in BBCAN this year.
Poor men. Not all men. Blah, blah, blah.
Ta-ta for now, Laura. Listen to Laurie. Do
But
we have any
didn't she send-
DMs?
But didn't she send an updated email?
Yeah, but we'll come to that one in a minute. What about the YouTube video? Were there any comments on that?
Mm-mm. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Have a look.
I'm having a look now.
I'm looking at what Alfie sent us last. He was saying the live feeds have been down for a long time.
Oh, Rowan said the same thing. She said they've been down
Yeah.
since Monday, so our podcast will be up to date.
Mm. Me and Alfie have mainly been talking about BB12, which is not very helpful.
Guess what? The only comment on the YouTube video is also Laurie. One good thing about quarantine, BB on Blast videos, said Laurie. Look, we need more. We need more feedback here. Lorcan, I'm looking at you. Matthew Pegazzani, I'm looking at you. Richie W Forever. Anyone new? Send us an email for next week, please. We want to know your thoughts. We want to know who you want to win the Invisible HOH. We want to know who you want to put up. We want to know who you want to win the competition, like the whole show. Email us to bbonblastpod@gmail.com and we will email out any old shit that you send us next week.
Braden Harvey, where have you gone? Matt from Stitcher, where have you gone? Matthew Pegazzani, where have you gone?
It's Anthony
Joseph, you've not
Stitcher.
emailed us for about a fucking year. Who else?
Wait, hold up. It's Anthony S from Stitcher, not Matt. Who's Matt from Stitcher?
No, I said Anthony from Stitcher, didn't I?
You said Matt from Stitcher.
Did I? Oh my god, I must be drunk. Alfie was saying in our checking chat that Kyle is one of his least favorite house guests ever. He repulses me.
Oh yeah, he did say repulses him. Very strong word.
And also Jack, when we were watching it, said this guy is horrible. So it's obviously a feeling.
Gives people the ick. Anything more from that?
The fashion show that we didn't watch.
Actually, I did watch it. I remember Alfie said, I opened it and I started to watch it and I thought, this is really boring. And I remember Alfie said, oh, this is brilliant. And I was like, this is so fucking boring. And they were really trying to make TV. And Victoria was acting like the presenter. And she's like, oh, yeah, today we have the judges. And she's like, oh, no, I'm going to do that again. And she like did it again like it was a new take. It's like, there's no director here. No one's doing the takes. Like, this is for who? You're trying to make TV. And I don't really want you to make TV. I want you to just be good TV. Don't make good TV.
Oh, last week when Matthew Pagazzani sent us an email and then we said, send us a picture of your cat. He did send us the picture of the cat. Did you note that?
Matthew didn't send us an email. He must have sent us a DM. And
it was in BB on Blast, yeah. He sent us a video of the cat, which was nice. Obviously not something we can share on here, but he did have a bit of a Towie vibe.
What, by a DM?
On DM, yeah.
Oh, right. I didn't see that.
He said he's a little shit. Hold on. Have we read this one? Yeah.
My God, this beer is really sickly that I'm drinking.
Oh, is it horrible? What is it? Mars bar flavor?
It's like, yeah, it's a flavor of a Mars bar and it's 10% alcohol. That's quite high, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very high. What are you doing for Easter next week?
Is Easter next weekend?
Mm-hmm.
What can you do for Easter in lockdown? Not a lot, right?
Eat chocolate.
Oh yeah, I did get that chocolate egg from the chicken shop, so I'll probably be having that. I have got Dan an Easter egg, but Dan doesn't like chocolate, so he only likes the only chocolate bar he likes is a crunchy. So I got him this like honeycomb egg.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's like some fancy one from like some handmade chocolate brand. But other than that, like I don't really have Easter plans. Nor like I suppose. Well, actually, the government said at Christmas time, "Oh, yeah, sorry guys, you can't do Christmas. Do it on Easter." People can't do that either. So, like once upon a time, I'd go to see my family at Easter, but I'm not bothered about Easter. Are you?
No. When was the last time you saw your dad?
Summer last year. He came to visit me.
Huh?
When he came to visit me in my flat last summer.
How often do you normally see him?
Not very often. Christmas.
A couple of times a year or something.
Couple of times a year, yeah.
I'm looking forward to Easter. I'm looking forward to seeing my mum. Oh, I am going to do something, but nothing.
Your mum did.
I can mention on this. Uh-huh.
Your mum did visit you once though as well.
She did. She came in like September, whenever you were allowed to come, that's when she came.
Hmm. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it would be
weird. So
nice to actually.
actually, my auntie said I might come see you on April the 12th, and I was like, that's a Monday, and I'm working
Mm,
because I think that's the day that
mm,
some things rules get relaxed. But she just wants to give me my Christmas
mm.
presents that I've not had yet.
I've not had my Christmas presents of my mum yet,
Some of them I got posted, so I've had some of them.
and I'll probably be moving house before I see my mum again. So
Oh, should
we
never come
shall
back
see.
to the rabbit hole.
Hmm. And hopefully, I'll see you again. When was the last time I saw you?
I think you came here for a podcast, probably, and it was that one where Dan was
Mm,
shouting out the window. What version of Big Brother were we doing then?
um,
BBCAN9, probably. Was it BBCAN9?
no, it was later than that. It was like August, September time, wasn't it?
Australia, maybe.
Oh God, you've totally frozen. I
Uh,
Yeah,
it's,
because it was around the time of your supermarket sweep party.
that was like the
Oh
last
dear.
party that anyone went to. Yes, it's telling me my internet connection is unstable.
I
Um.
can't hear you and you've frozen.
Oh God. How about now? You just tell me when I'm back.
Should we wrap up?
Well, we have got to cover the last part of
What?
it. Hang on. If you can't hear me, I'm going to pause. Okay, now we're back.
Sorry, we've had some technical difficulties.
And we may continue to have. Yes,
Yeah, but we're wrapping up now, so bear with. When does BB Australia start?
as far as I know, it's going to be in April sometime. I think they said the 12th of April is the date people are thinking it's going to happen. So that's really actually just a few weeks' time, right? Jesus.
I think if the worst comes to worst and we're like a bit stretched thin for BB Can and BB Australia, we could do BB Australia, but in a bit less detail than BB Can, you know.
Are we going to put them in the same episode? Probably.
I don't know. We can talk about that, but we can just do a bit more of a light touch if needs be.
I really like Australia, though.
I do too, but well, it's up to you. We could do two if you want.
We're going to have to. Takes me back to the days of doing BBUK alongside US. Before we go, hopefully the internet will hold out. Let's just cover the Judy Girl versus BB on Blast BBCAN9 draft.
Julie Girl even mention this ever on their podcast? Because I've been listening and I haven't heard them ever mention it. Although
I
I'm
heard
not
them.
too behind.
I heard them mention it like once, but I also heard them talk about their own draft. So I was like, huh? I was really confused.
Come on.
Um, do you know who lost a player in the draft this week, Lindsay?
No, I have no idea. Drafts are just not for me. I just don't understand it.
Now, Laurie has very kindly updated our draft.
Oh God, is it
And
the one we did or the one she did? Because we read out all one.
You read out her draft before. No, it's definitely our draft. I can confirm. And this week, the housemate that was evicted was Kyle.
I know.
And Kyle belonged to Lindsay.
Oh, come on. Did he? I don't remember having him.
Yeah, which means that you now have got Beth and Tyshawn left in the draft. I've got Jedson and Victoria. By the way, Laurie's decided to cross out the former house guest because she's accepted that no one's coming back.
Fair.
And James has Austin, Braden, and Tina. And Zach
Decent.
has got Kiefer, Rohan, and Tara. I still feel like, even though like we've only
Not
got
so good.
2 people left, we're not in a bad position because we've got strong people like,
I,
well, you've got Beth and Tyshawn, who are both sunsetters and likely to go kind of far.
I think, to be honest, all four of us have got decent people. Like, there's no one who's like, oh no, you're definitely not going to win. Which proves it's like a decent season because there's
Apart
a
from maybe
chance.
Braden and Tara, I don't think they're going to win. Do you?
Oh no, but there's a chance that a lot of different things could happen. There's potential. You've got potential. Rushing and rushing around.
So that concludes another thrilling installment of the BB on Blast versus Julie Girl BBCAN9 draft. You're thrilled that we agreed to take part in that now.
Well, I wouldn't mind, but they don't even talk about it. It's just like, I don't even want to be in a draft. Now I'm in one and we mentioned it and they don't even bother. So it's like, why am I bothering with this shit? I love Julie Girl though. Julie Girl. We need our own theme tune.
Oh, you're going to sing it?
What is it?
No, we don't have it, but are you going to be willing to write it and sing it, which is basically what James did with his?
No.
Dan once, I was like, before I moved into this flat, I was living in one room, right? And in the shared flat, I had so much crap in my bedroom because everything I owned was crammed into one room, and I needed to get rid of some stuff. So Dan set me like a deadline, and he was like, "Oh, if you don't meet the deadline, I'm going to give you a forfeit." So we agreed to it, and then lo and behold, come the deadline, I hadn't sold all my stuff on eBay, and I still had boxes of crap all around the place. So the forfeit that he sent me was to write a theme tune for BB on Blast and play it on his ukulele, and I was just like, I'm not doing that. Like,
I didn't know about this.
No, I've never told you. So I just can't possibly do that. I was never going to do
Can't
that.
Dan write us a theme tune?
Yeah, he could actually, because he actually
Yeah,
plays ukulele. Like, what's the
that'd be
point of
good.
me trying to strum a ukulele that I can't play? And I can't
Get
sing
Dan to
either.
do us one.
I can't play and I can't sing. I don't like tea and I don't like coffee.
So, are we done?
We're done.
We're done. I'm done.
I'm so done. I'm drunk.
Oh yeah, let's wrap it up.
Thing is, I'm drunk and I haven't even said anything outlandish.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, don't even.
Follow me on Twitter, light up VM.
Follow me on Twitter, BP_superfan.
Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl.
Oh, I see the book comes before the brand. Follow at BB on Blast on Twitter.
Because the book is actually like an important thing. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Spotify, follow us on Stitcher, follow us on RedCircle, follow us on Spreaker, follow us on what else? iTunes,
Subscribe
Spotify.
on Amazon Music, where such heavyweight listeners such as Rowan being at being_loud listen.
Hey,
Rowan, she's got Amazon Music. You said it's for old people.
Well, for who? She is old, She's 42 now. She's old like me. How's that beer going down?
Oof.
Not good.
Oof. No, not really. Probably going to be sick.
Oh God, you're going to be puking. What else? That's it. We're done, aren't we?
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Send us an email for God's sake.
For God's sake.
Who will be the invisible HOH?
HOH.
We're the only cunts on the planet who don't know.
I told you that I do know, but you don't want to know.
Oh, you do know? Is it someone good? Or
I've seen it on Twitter. You told me not to tell you earlier. I don't really even.
Is it someone good or not?
Do you want this hint or not?
I'm not sure.
See?
That means not.
I love the way we're going to wrap it and then we're still here dragging it out.
Okay, never mind. Moving on. Let's finish it.
Tune in next week. Send us an email to
bbonblastpod@gmail.com. I'm going to be busy on Friday, so it'll be another time.
Really? What are you doing next week on Friday?
Just celebrating Easter.
Oh, okay. Well then, when are we going to do the pod?
I don't know. We'll figure that out ourselves. Don't worry about it.
Okay, then tune in on an unknown date
It's just like old times.
for an Easter surprise.
Who knows when? Who knows where? Jesus will come when he needs to.
Please wrap it.
End it. End it now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
God, that was painful.
Don't say that when it's still recording.